fucking sepulchers and squids.
Yes.
All right.
I don't know what
see.
that first word is.
It's a tomb.
Ah.
It was a play on words for
Sepulcher.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Because
I wonder what the actual definition of a sepulcher is. It is a small room or monument cut in rock or built of stone in which a dead person is laid or buried. So it's a fancy tomb.
fancy.
Like
dude.
these illithids are gonna end up throwing us into.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
Hey, we've already knocked down their front door.
You already knocked down their front door and then pissed off a patrol within like 7 seconds.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds like us.
Yeah, it kind of does. Like, it's funny because in Ashwinter, like, Seraph is not super reckless, and Lily is not super reckless either. And neither is Eve. You're all very conservative players for the most part. And then we get into What Lies Below, and you guys are like, fucking break down the front door. We're from the North Office. Die.
Oh. Accurate.
Extremely accurate.
Well, we couldn't find a way to open it, so we were like, next best thing, break it down.
Look,
Guys,
all right.
there's only, like-
Has... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, you're fine. Go.
No, go.
Go!
There's only like 6 sessions of Ashwinter left, if that.
Oh.
It's almost over. It's crazy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know, right?
3
It's like blowing my
years later.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to play every week if people are down for it. For the next couple of weeks, and we'll get through Ashwinter just because it's almost there. You guys are so close to the end. I don't know if the final fight, not final fight, but final encounter is going to take more than 1 session or not, though, because it's a doozy. So, depending on how you guys proceed, there are 2 possible endings. Well, there's 5 possible endings that I know of. You guys
4
might...
of which involve us dying.
One of which involves you all dying. Which, if you did that, that would be a terrible way for the campaign to end. All right, great job. This campaign's been going on for 3 years. I'm really happy that all of you came. Thanks so much for playing. Really sorry you couldn't beat the final boss. There are no do-overs. Bye. Just like,
But the save spot.
exactly. You guys saved like way back in Kunterkar.
Technically, Oz could probably rewind time by destroying his little box that he has.
We're not talking about any of that shit right now.
That's what I thought, bitch.
Just like, oh fuck, we're all dying.
There are weird things happening with the box and the amulets and the necklaces, and
Oh yeah, I still have that necklace with the writing on it.
it's still important. Super important. Extremely important. All right, let's play some D&D. I am finished with what I was doing.
Okay. Well, I've
So
been recording the entire thing.
Oh, that was a weird thing to do.
Yeah. I'm a creep.
I'm a weirdo. Anyway, so where we last left off on Z, you guys had made your way across the Teeth. You had encountered a random troop of Vigil deserters, along with a Brightpack Knight that probably deserted the Brightpack Knights as well. And it's kind of weird because like his standing and stuff, this dude was probably a captain, which is like the second highest rank in
He
the
didn't
Brightpack
admit he
Knights.
was a captain.
Okay, yeah. So I didn't know if you guys knew he was a captain or if you had just guessed. I forgot about that. So yeah, he was a captain in the Brightback Knights, which is the second highest rank in the Knights. So he was like the troop leader down here basically, and he just fucking dipset up apparently. And so you encountered them, and they told you their story, and you opted not to murder them. As Bryce had almost kind of viciously suggested, gave them some advice, talked your way out of actually fighting them because they did kind of seem like they were about to jump you. And then finally, they bid them on their way, bid them farewell, and talked your way out of a dangerous situation with several mage biters. That could have been tough.
We just talked our way out of fighting an army for the second time.
Yeah.
Two in a row. Intimidation tactics, they work. Like, wolves wouldn't exist without intimidation tactics, so I mean, smart strategies. And then proceeded on your way through the teeth, taking some time to rest for a little while before continuing in to this kind of larger gated encampment that you had located, which is presumably the entrance to the illithids headquarters. It was guarded by two mind-controlled, mindless guards who both had illithid tadpoles in their brains, and who you killed and released them from their torment. As once an illithid tadpole has taken hold, generally speaking, there is almost no way to cure somebody that you guys know of that kind of plague that it places upon the individual. Especially not as advanced as they were. They were on their way to becoming illithids or something similar to illithids, anyways. And you have gone out or into this cave, found your way in, really made your way in, and proceeded further and further, where the strange technologies have kind of made themselves present. Bull's just an observation. These guys have said that they killed Horica, and currently saying they go into the illithids, the illithid camp, the damn stronghold, confidently ready to fight them, and they really only brought the 4 of them. I think this might be a trap.
Boss,
Anyway.
I think this might be a trap.
It's so good. Making your way through the portal that has been set up. This is a much fancier portal than the primitive runestones that you've seen before. This portal is 2 ways, and you can actually see through it. It is definitely a extremely potent magic enchantment that has been placed on this portal. And heading through it, you have found there are several individuals who are currently collared and seem to be controlled through these collars, possibly, or maybe some other method. And they have been mining this dark substance on the ground. You're not positive what this is, but you're fairly certain it's numidium. It could also be adamantine, but adamantine usually requires magic to mine, so I'm not sure yet. However, a patrol kind of came through this area, and you quickly tried to pretend to be, more collared servants. However, some of you, oof, bless you.
Oh,
Almost everybody except you got spotted.
Yeah, some of you, not as stealthy or deceiving as you might have thought that you were in this case. A strange floating orb with a single eyeball and 4 eye stalks kind of led this patrol. There's 2 large dog or cat-like, massive kind of quadrupedal monsters following him around. And he is floating above the ground. Those of you familiar with Arcana know what beholders look like. He looks very much like a beholder, but like budget beholder.
budget.
We have seen specters and spectators and
You guys have seen
Gazers.
spectators in this campaign?
yeah, we released a few, remember?
I don't remember, honestly. You guys have seen
I don't
spectators
remember.
before? I think you're thinking of Ashwinter.
I thought
No.
those were beholders that we released.
We released
Oh no, those were goths. I remember what you're talking about now. Those were goths. This thing looks similar to those, but it's not the same. It's similar, but it's much smaller and more agile. Those were kind of slow and floaty and like, we would like to eat your magic items. This thing's very fast, nimble, and speaks with this kind of rapid cadence. It did spot you and sicked its guards on you, and that's actually where we're going to be picking up right here with some combat. I'm going to switch the map over.
Yay.
Also, I made a new battle map today, and it is fucking dope. It's like the best one I've ever made.
I think I saw it. It was pretty. I liked it.
Yeah, I posted it on Twitter earlier. All right, so let's go ahead and get some combat going on here.
Is this the portal we came out of?
Yes, it is.
Okay, there we go. There it is. Which part of the map?
That's the noise I imagine he makes.
Yeah, pretty much. It's rather close. So you guys can go ahead and roll me some initiative, please.
Canadians token.
You fucking kidding me?
Correct. For some reason, this shows as a ultra deadly
Seriously?
encounter. Should not be. Oh wow, you guys fucking flubbed your initiative. Holy shit. Rel with a 10 at spot number 1. I guess if we include Yin's first, but damn. All right, you guys fucking get wrecked here in a second. So, as they come across the kind of threshold here, number 1, you guys kind of looking around notice that the commoners, the slaves here, really, they are using these red and black pickaxes that are very familiar to you. These are andesite pickaxes, and they are mining straight into the rock here. That said, this dog creature, strange, bizarre-looking dog. It's. Let's see. Let me get a picture in front of me so I can really describe it. They are canine-like at first. They have these large, beady red eyes that almost seem to glow in this kind of dimly lit area. It's not super well lit, and here's a note. There are torches and stuff, so you can see decently, but it's all dim light. But I guess that doesn't really matter to 90%.
Yeah, Zhao struggles.
Zhao struggles a little bit, but he can still see enough to handle everything. It's not like it's pure darkness or anything. There are like torches in the wall. It's just like there's areas of dim light that make it hard to see. But these dog things, you can see their eyes just glow in this kind of dim light, and they have spines straight down their back, straight down their spinal column that lead into this large tail, and you see that they have this massive scorpion stinger on their tail. And one of them immediately jumps forward as soon as the little beholderkin here shouts, and he is going to go ahead and he's going to rush down Zhao, as Zhao is the closest. I placed you all kind of in a semi-random area here, but it should work. Let's see. All right, this thing is going to go ahead and make a bite attack and a stinger attack against Zhao. So that is a bite. It's rolling to private. Hold on. It's a 10 to AC. It's going to miss. And then the tail stinger. 14 to AC?
That misses.
Okay, perfect. All right, and so this thing, as it jumps on Zhao, Zhao just turns around. He's just like, oh, fucking hell. Picks up his shield and just blocks the bite, and then the tail stinger just slams into the wall behind him. It is now the beholderkin's turn. Oh, I can't get it to go down. The fuck? Hello? The initiative tracker has stopped responding. It's now the beholderkin's turn, and he is going to float over here. And he is just going to go ahead and use an eye ray. He gets to shoot 2 eye rays, and it does not have to be random like a beholder is. Okay, cool. That's what I was not sure of.
As a note, I do have a sword on my back.
You do have a sword on your back? That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. You got a fucking massive, big-ass pneumatic greatsword. Forgot about that. This thing's... It's like a foot shorter than you are. Yeah, sure. He's going to go ahead and he's going to target Amalia and Rel, because he doesn't see you right now. You's kind of hiding off in the shadows.
That and invisible.
Are you invisible right now?
Yep.
Oh, that's a good point. He's going to go ahead and target Amalia with a wounding ray. Amalia, can you please make me a Constitution saving throw? As he looks at you, this kind of direct beam of light extends out of his eye and just hits you right in your forehead. And you feel kind of woozy for a minute, and then you just immediately shake it off. You're fine. 20 definitely succeeds. He's going to hit Rel with a confusion ray. Rel, go ahead and roll me a wisdom save, please.
No,
This is a
not good.
This is a spell-like effect. I don't know if that counts for anything. For you.
No.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. Okay, you fail. So for right now. Oh no. Rel, the only thing oh, you have the great sword too. The only thing that you can do on your next turn is try to hit that commoner directly above you, or Zhao with your great sword, one of the two.
All right.
Yep. You just stop for a second, you're so confused, and you look around, and man, just pick one of the two targets. The commoner or Zhao.
I mean, Zhao's big and scary.
He is pretty big and scary.
Choose the commoner.
Okay, yeah. She just looks around, And this little bitch, the way he's swinging his pickaxe, that's offensive. That's not how you fucking swing a pickaxe, you goddamn loony. And you just draw your great sword, and you just feel this rage take hold of you. All right, so that is the only thing that you can do on your turn is hit that commoner with a great sword.
Right.
Oh no. For some reason the oh, there it goes. Hey.
There we go.
Yin's turn.
Okay. Yeah, Yin is going to come up to it and sting.
Okay, sure.
Wow.
That's a double nat 1. Roll me a dexterity saving throw for Yin. I'm not usually gonna do punishments here, but I feel like this is appropriate.
16.
Okay, 16. She succeeds. She catches herself with her tail. She almost slams through the portal.
Oh shit.
She's off a little bit as he looks at her. She gets kind of dizzy for a second for some reason. His eye has some kind of special effect or something. And she just kind of spirals in. She almost goes straight through the portal again. All right, that's going to be the end of Yin's turn.
Yeah.
Rel.
So this is just a strength roll, right?
It is just a strength roll, and you take a step towards the commoner, raise your greatsword over your head. This commoner has no fucking idea what's going on right now.
Do I have advantage?
I would say no, because he can see you. He's not prone either, so.
But is he reacting?
He does have the ability to defend himself and react.
Okay.
They're mind control, but oh my god. Roll me 2d6 minus 1, please. Double the dice.
Wouldn't it be 46?
Oh, wait, well, you can roll the 46 if you'd rather just roll the extra dice.
Yeah.
Sure.
Minus 1.
Minus 1.
Wait, there we go.
Oh my god. Huh. Rel just murdered this fucking dude. Zhao looks over. Zhao is not sure what the fuck to do right now. Whoa! Is you just straight up carve into this guy? He is gone. He had 4 health. You did 16 damage to him. Oh my god!
What the hell, Rel?
Rel spits on his corpse.
Oh my god! Rel? What the? All right. It's now Zhao's turn. What is Zhao doing?
What?
You're doing a lot of stupid shit for someone in fireball distance.
Well, I mean, it was pretty apparent that there was like a beam of light, right?
Question.
From like the eye.
Yeah, it's very obvious that it's an eye ray.
Question.
All right, and he's just.
You get
As a
to
note.
make another saving throw.
As a note, well, it's not just another saving throw. The effect ends as soon as you complete the action. And so you don't get a bonus action or extra movement, but your turn ends and you just kind of look, spit on the corpse and you look and you growl at him. And then while you're growling, like your normal senses come back and you're like, oh.
What the hell did
And
I
then
just do?
Feel whatever Rel feels.
She shrugs.
Just like, well, fuck, all right. All right, Zhao's turn. Zhao has this big fucking boy in front of him to contend with. This thing is snapping at him. He has it kind of held at bay with his shield right now, but it's got long claws like fucking daggers.
All right. Well, I guess he's just gonna, do this thing where he smacks it with a mace.
He like slams it to the side, kind of spins around it a little bit to kind of get between the rest of you and this big creature, and then just whacks it in the face.
Out of sight mace. Go.
That definitely hits. Roll damage.
Nice. That's 7 plus.
The boy, 8 points of damage, and that is 1 point of radiant damage. Let me double check something real quick. Okay, so yeah, as you hit this thing with radiant damage, it reacts violently. That's actually 9 points of damage.
Hey.
There you go. Double the 1. All right, Zhao, is that the end of Zhao's turn?
Yeah, I guess so.
He just gets between you and this big fucking like scorpion chimera thing, and he's just like, we'll talk about that later. What the fuck?
That was inconvenient.
It is now the other Shisuva's turn, and it's going to rush forward, and it's gonna try to snatch Yin out of the air. It's gonna make an attack against Yin with its bite and its singer.
Okay.
Bite 19. Ooh,
Yep.
that could have been bad. All right. So Yin's gonna take 35 damage from that, and then 11. I think Yin's AC is like 12 or 13. Okay. So yeah, the tail stinger misses as Yin just kind of dodges it, but it does just grab her out of the air, and she kind of like fights to get out of its mouth. Did a lot of damage. 35 points of damage to Yin.
Yay!
These things are spooky. All right, you.
Let's see. Yeah, Yu is going to level one of the enchanted bolts directly at the vector thing.
Okay.
Crossbow, where are you? There you are. Oh shit, it crit. I have advantage. Oh
yeah,
shit.
you do because you're hidden.
Uh-huh.
Yep. All right.
That, oh wait, no wait.
You get sneak attack as well.
I get sneak attack. Yes.
Yep.
And it's doubled.
And it's the enchanted bolt. So do I need to roll the enchanted bolt
Oh
instead?
wow! Which was the enchanted bolts again?
It was the lightning one. That I
It was
got
like
off of.
2d8 extra lightning
yeah,
damage.
it's 2d8 extra lightning damage.
Yeah, it was.
So
Is that-
roll me a 4d8.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Roll
That's also doubled. Yeah.
So this thing just explodes.
It just becomes a mist. Which one were you aiming for?
I was aiming for the Balderkin.
Okay, gotcha.
You said 4D what?
4d8.
It's actually 4D12. Yeah.
Oh, are they d12s?
Yep, they're D12s.
Oh Christ. Okay, roll me 4d12. That is 54 points of damage. I'm sorry, that's not 54. Hold on. That's 5 plus 8 plus. I'm sorry, that's 8 plus 8 plus 6 plus 7 plus 25. That is 54 points of damage. I did my math right. Yeah, 54 points of damage.
You
As the
would've
bolt
moved-
flies through the air, it strikes it directly in the middle of its eyeball, and the thing screams, and then the lightning charge goes off while the bolt is embedded in its eye, and this thing turns into a fucking paste as it just explodes across the room. One of the slaves that's mining right now gets covered in this like just spectator gore, and kind of looks up and down at himself and just inconvenient, and then just goes back to mining. The spectator is fucking annihilated. That thing had 39 HP. So I need two of you, two different people. Please roll me a d6. Don't care who it is.
D4.
That's Rel. Seeing the lightning just like evaporate this guy.
Okay. Let me see here. 1 second. Okay. So yeah, two different 4s. Let me take a look at something real quick. The Shasuva continue their commands. Okay, so they are going to continue attacking you. Let's see here. You, that's going to end your turn, I think. Once you're moving.
Yeah, I already moved a little bit, and I'm
You're
sick.
no longer invisible.
Yep.
God damn it, the fucking gif. Laura.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Rel's seal of approval is just like, yeah, lightning. I approve.
Lightning, nice. I dig this. Rel will remember this, but in a good way.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Can I say in deep speech, heal? As in halt?
You can. I will say that's an action to try to get them to follow your commands. So you could try that on your next turn if you'd like.
Okay.
All right, that's the end of your turn. Amalia, it's now your turn as these things continue their assault. The spectator, I don't know if you've ever seen what a roux looks like, but it is a like thick flour-based paste made out of flour and butter in a pot, and it's basically the consistency of like really shaggy, loose Play-Doh. That's what this thing's reduced to.
Oh.
Yeah, like it's gone. She almost doubled its health.
Hey, do you think these people are savable if we get the collars off?
We would have to check them for
Tadpoles.
tadpoles and make sure the collars aren't going to explode or something if they were tried to remove.
So don't cast fireball.
It's possible to save them.
Damn it.
Just like,
Of course it's possible to save them.
be careful.
Cast fireball.
I can't cast fireball without killing at least 2 of them. I might also kill Yin, so...
Listen to your inner Rel.
You just hear Yin go.
I could save Yin, but I would kill another commoner.
Just ask yourself.
No,
What would
I'm
Rel
not-
do?
I'm not
Just
Rel.
beat the shit out of this thing. Xiao's like holding one of them back with a shield.
I like to imagine he's just got like one like trying to nip over his shield, and he's got like his holy mace like swinging around like a torch at like some insects. Like, get away!
Am I able to share a space with them?
They're large.
Yes, they are large. You can share a space with them.
Sweet. I'm gonna kind of like run past them to get behind them here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack the one that I'm sharing a space with.
Which is this one.
With my happy new fun time pole arm.
Yeah, as you pull out Kanzadash, it just appears in your hand in this like flash of fire and cold like frost. Just kind of goes around you. You feel heat for a second, and then immediately afterwards the frost rolls in and you feel kind of cold, and it balances out all within like a second. And then it appears just in your hand. And yeah, go for it.
That's pretty dope.
Right. 24 hits, 13 does not. 13 just misses. These guys have 14 AC.
Son of a bitch.
Let's see, that's 9 points of damage. And you didn't hex this guy, or Hexblade's cursed this guy, did you?
I did not know.
Okay, gotcha. So 9 points of damage as you just take Kanzadash and just ram it into him. You're kind of getting more used to the weapon. It's a little heavier than your normal glaive, and so it takes you a little bit more effort to kind of move around, and you have to kind of get used to its balance and stuff. But you still manage a nice hit as it just chops right into this thing's flank, and you see, instead of blood coming out of this, you watch this yellow light just pour out of it into the air and start dissipating after it's been floating for a few moments.
I would like to use a free action real quick and tell her to move over 5 feet.
Okay.
I got bad news.
That's
I
all
mean,
her movement.
you could still technically, if you angled yourself, you could. Yeah, like it's the
Why?
same amount of movement. Because y'all motherfuckers seem to hate me and forget I only have AOE's.
That sounds like a personal problem.
I'm gonna lightning bolt you.
All right. Amalia, that's the end of your turn.
Now,
It is now the Shisuva's turn. You just chopped into this thing's back leg. It's not fucking happy. It doesn't like Zhao. It likes you less. It is gonna go ahead and play into a bite and stinger. Bite 12 against AC.
Nope.
Misses. Tail stinger 9 against AC. These things are rolling like.
Hey, I
shit.
have a question. Wasn't it the exact same damn rolls that was at the beginning of this? I remember the stinger being a 9, at least.
It was an
these
11.
things are not having a good day.
Okay. Yeah, they're not having a good day. Suva, number 1, having a bad time, missing some attacks. Yin.
Yeah, Yin's gonna sting.
Okay.
Actually, no. She is going to disengage and go down here. Yeah.
And that's the end of her turn.
She can only
Okay.
do one thing.
Rel.
All right, I'm gonna do zappy zap things.
Okay.
You know, things
Yeah.
that I do. Yeah, so call lightning. Call lightning right here. Off
Okay.
this point.
So it's gonna hit both of them. Both of
Yeah.
them need to make a dex save. You said. Let's
Yep.
see. They're actually pretty okay at dex saves. We'll see how this works out. That's a 14 and a 20.
All right. Well, 20 succeeds.
So
That's 18
the-
points of lightning damage.
The one on the left fails, and then so that's 18 points of lightning damage. Let me check something real quick.
I ignore resistances.
Good to know. That's right. Okay. Yeah, these things are resistant to lightning, but since you have elemental adept, you do kind of just shit on this thing. 18 points of lightning damage to this, ignoring its resistance, and then half of 18 is 9, so 9 points to the other one. Let me check something again. Do these things have? They do not. Okay. Wow. Do they really? These things are so cool. Like ridiculously cool stat block with only a few abilities. I love these things. All right. Rel, that's the end of your turn, right?
Yeah.
As you just call lightning, there's a storm that appears kind of in the vicinity, kind of fills the room that you're in right now, and just this lightning bolt crashes down onto the two Shishuva. One of them manages to duck out of the way and kind of only gets sparked a little bit. The other one just gets struck, basically like, lightning strike. And that's going to end your turn, Zhao.
So does Zhao have flanking on this one that's hitting Amalia?
Yes. Currently he does.
Neat. All right, so he's gonna swing his mace.
Well, I will say ideally he'd have to get like right here, but he's not
That's
leaving
fine.
any of their melee ranges or anything. So
Yeah. So all right, so I'll move there, and then he's gonna swing his mace. And that's 24.
That's a 24. That's definitely gonna hit.
Right.
And these things, as you've already discovered, are vulnerable to radiant damage.
Nice.
That's a good one. 7 + 7 + 7 is 21 points of damage to this thing. As Zhao just crashes the mace down into it, you actually see the radiant strike light up, and this thing it just nails this guy. It actually kind of like limps away for a second and whimpers as just it does not like that radiant damage. It handles it very poorly. So, I just dropped my toothpick. No. All right.
You've got plenty.
That is gonna. Yeah, I know, but I have to go pick it up here in a minute. It's now the end of Zhao's turn, unless he's got a bonus action he's using.
No, that's the end of his turn.
Okay, perfect. And then that is now Shisuva number 2's turn. Does it fight Zhao? These things are pretty smart for what they are. I'm gonna roll a behavior die. That's fine. Oh, it's gonna jump straight fucking over Zhao. It's gonna move right here, and it is going for Rel. Except for Rel's AFK, so
Open that sheet.
Yep, I'm gonna mark her as concentrating, and I am going to bite and stinger.
Oof.
That stinger hits. It's gonna be the bite. Actually misses. Rel has 16 AC. Nice. Woof. And then the stinger hits. 13 points of piercing damage. And I'll actually wait for Ara to get back because I don't like rolling people's saving throws for them.
Will do. Small break.
These things are really cool. I love their stat block. Like they have a really simple stat block. They only have 1, 2, 3, 4 abilities total. But their saving throws, resistances, immunities, and stuff like that all match up into this like really unique stat block. It's kind of neat. They also can speak a bunch of different languages, which is kind of cool. They're not super intelligent, but they're intelligent enough to understand speech. Yeah, kind of neat. I like these. Brr, brr, brr.
No, I don't want that.
Yep,
You
sorry.
gotta get it.
I need you to go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw DC 14.
Oof.
Oh, Rel, you are paralyzed currently. I also need you to roll me another Constitution save, please.
You're concentrating.
Oh yeah.
You succeed on that. So you're going to take 13 points of damage. The first attack misses because it's a 15. And then you are paralyzed until the end of your next turn. At the end of your next turn, you can make a saving throw again, a DC 14 con save, in order to try to break that paralyzation. But for right now, you are paralyzed. As the stinger just kind of, it slams into your shoulder, it kind of knocks you back for a second against the rock that's behind you, and you kind of catch yourself, and then you just feel that poison take hold, and you are unable to move, almost like you're petrified. It's now your turn.
Yeah, Yu's going to say the word heal in the most intimidating way she can.
In deep speech?
Yep.
Okay. I need you to roll me an intimidation check.
17.
17. I'm going to roll an insight check for this guy, just to see if the intimidation works. Let's see here. Yeah. He stops for a second, really confused. He's not sure what to do here, and he kind of looks, but he just removes the stinger from Rel immediately. And he does heal. You're not sure how long that's going to last. I'm going to treat that like it's a halt command from the spell command. So basically, he wastes his next turn.
Okay.
He doesn't seem to respond fully to it because he knows you're not the master, but he's not really sure. He doesn't hear other people speak in that voice, in that language, and he's not heard that command from anyone other than certain people, and so you can tell he's confused and wondering what the fuck's going on. Like, oh shit, hold up, maybe I shouldn't be stabbing people. Amalia, it's now your turn.
So the one up by them is stopped?
Yeah, he's like backing up now with his tail between his legs. He's like confused.
You kind of see you with the hands kind of like, trying to get him to stop.
I still keep hitting this one?
Okay, go for it. Yeah. He looks fairly hurt. All right. Both of those hit. Roll damage.
Oh god.
Woo! 25 points of damage. Jesus fuck. And this is it's Konzadash. Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to be like, oh, is this a magical weapon?
All of my weapons are magical because they're summoned.
Exactly. Fucking Hexblade. Such a strong subclass, Jesus. All right, 25 points of damage. This dude is actually bloodied at this point, and he's now kind of freaking out. He doesn't have the spectator that he had with him to guide him. He's intelligent, but he's not like smart. And so now you can tell he's starting to wonder if maybe it's a bad idea to be here.
I'm an idiot.
Let's see.
I forgot
right.
it doesn't take spell slots anymore.
If you'd like to wreck on that, that's fine.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay, cool.
My stupid mistake.
I am gonna roll a morale check for this guy. Oh yeah, he kind of resolves himself a little bit, and he's like, "Nah, I can kill this bitch." All right, he's gonna bite and tail stinger at you, and that is a 21 to hit on the bite, 13 on the stinger. I think the stinger's probably gonna miss, so you're gonna take 26 points of piercing damage from the bite, as he just grabs at your arm with these like dagger teeth. He does manage to kind of get a nip in and just cuts straight across your arm. However, doesn't land the stinger as it flies by. You kind of deflect it with your glaive. Ian.
Ian's gonna ready a stinger just in case it becomes hostile again.
Okay. So she's readying an action for it to make a hostile action. Okay, Rel. The confusion for you has worn off. You are paralyzed now, however. So go ahead and make me a Constitution save DC 14 to break the paralyzation, and that'll end your turn.
Alright.
Unless you switch classes to monk.
Nope.
21. Yeah, you just shake it off. You're still sick. You can feel nauseous. However, you quickly shake off this toxin that's kind of taken hold of you. And where you were doubled over in pain, you kind of stand up, shake it off. You've maintained your concentration on Call Lightning, and this thing is now in front of you, and it seems to be backing away from you. That's going to end your turn, Zhao.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna slap this thing.
I'm gonna do the smackies.
Is it still facing Amalia?
It is. He still has flanking. He has advantage. 16 just hits.
Nice.
14 AC.
6 plus. Where is it? There it is.
So 6 plus 8. It's 14 points of damage. Not dead yet, but it's on its last legs. I would call this close to death, as this thing is now, as Zhao strikes it kind of in the flank, it is clearly very wounded, and it's got this like yellow essence pouring out of it in multiple areas from strikes from Amalia, from strikes from Zhao, and anywhere that Zhao's mace, or rather his holy radiant power touches, the yellow essence just dissipates completely. I mean, just goes away instantly. That's going to be the end of Zhao's turn, unless Zhao's moving or has a bonus action.
Nope.
Okay. It is now Shisuva number 1's turn, and it is confused and not sure what to do. Since you succeeded on your check, I am treating it like a halt command from the command spell, which means it wastes its entire turn right now. And it just kind of backs away from Rel a little bit, looks around, kind of looks at you, wondering what's going on here. It's not sure what to do, and that's its turn. You.
You gives another command. If you want your partner to live, I suggest you try and get it to stop.
Okay. Make a persuasion check with disadvantage. The command might be that's on point.
That's a perception check.
Oh, I mean,
I'm
still
proficient.
that's a natural 3. That's a natural 3.
I'm proficient.
Yes.
I have expertise.
Okay, so what's that put your total to? It's a natural 3, so.
Oh, it's 11.
Yeah. No. You gather that command may be a little bit more complex than what this thing can handle. It's smart, but it's like a really smart dog. So, can understand some language, but maybe not what you're trying to do here. It's like a gorilla or like a dolphin, where they can communicate, but they're not good at critical thinking. And so this thing
kind of just puts your hand down and kind of crouches.
And it starts to kind of growl at you again as it realizes that maybe you're not its master. All right, and that is going to be the end of your turn, Amalia. This thing looks hurt, by the way, in front of you. Is pretty fucked up.
I guess I'll take a swing on it for now.
Sure. 17 hits. Please roll damage. 10 points of damage. Had 9 HP left. How do you want to kill this thing?
Probably slicing through it as I go towards the other one.
Yeah, as you just you're just running towards the other one. You kind of take Kanza Dash and basically clone slide in this thing. And just Kanza Dash lands right across the jugular, and this thing just immediately goes down. You see the yellow essence kind of pouring out of it, and its body, you watch, starts to dissolve almost immediately. I mean, right away. You notice it turning to ash. So, all right, Amalia, is that your turn? Are you moving at all? This thing's dead, so you can.
Yeah, moving over to this one. Right, I have 10 feet now.
Yeah.
And you said it looks hostile again?
Yeah, it started growling, and it's now approaching you specifically. Not you, but the character you.
Yeah.
God, I hate it.
I love it.
All right, then I'll take a swing at this one.
Okay. 11 points of damage, not bad. As you just slice into this thing, as it's approaching you, it kind of like jumps you almost startle it really. And it turns around, looks at you, and then kind of kicks backwards, trying to get you away from it. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of your turn unless you have a bonus action.
That's the end of my turn.
All right, Yin.
Yin's gonna sting. 10 doesn't hit.
Okay. Yeah, no, 10 does not hit. 14 AC. Rel. You are still concentrating and no longer stunned.
I'm a lightning bolt it.
All right, like the spell lightning. Oh, okay, okay, gotcha. And Dex
I'm gonna go 4 up on its ass.
Yeah, 21. Succeeds. Half damage. Still, half of, what is that? 19? Yeah. Half of 19 is going to be 9 points of damage, and definitely significant as it just crashes down into it. Another lightning bolt. This is the same one you called lightning on earlier, and doesn't seem to appreciate this. All right, is that the end of your turn?
I guess so.
Gotcha. Zhao.
Is it facing you?
It is currently facing you, yeah.
All right. Zhao's going to Pound Town.
Zhao just is like, well, we killed that one. I mean, this is not too hard. Ah! Just turns around and starts beating the shit out of this thing with a mace.
25.
Okay, yeah, that's going to hit. Yeah, definitely. 20 That's 6 and 6. 12 points of damage in total. As he crashes the mace down into this thing, doesn't seem to be much of a threat at this point. However, it is its turn. Unless Zhao has a bonus.
Yeah.
What's it doing?
No.
Okay. All right. It is now its turn, and it is going to leap at you. It leaves Zhao's melee range, and it leaves Amalia's melee range, and it leaves... Yeah, everyone except for Yin gets an attack of opportunity against it.
I have bad news.
What's up?
I have Sentinel.
Ooh. Ooh.
Hit it.
Okay.
Please hit it.
This is where I'm not going to hit it, but you know. Oh,
16 hits. So it's for the turn.
We all do still get the attack of opportunity, right?
Huh?
Do we all still get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, everyone does. I
Okay,
tried to
cool.
move out of your range, so.
Cool.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
fucking caster.
Not bad.
Oh yeah, I have sneak attack too.
Yeah, you do.
Technically, you do, yeah. It's got an ally within 5 feet. All right.
One level in rogue.
Not bad for a single level. 4 points of damage? Come on. And then Zhao?
Yep, Zhao is he gonna yeah, that's 14, so I'm guessing that hits.
Yes.
It's 20 points of damage.
It made the wrong choice.
Let's see. Yeah, all right. That is a lot of fucking damage. Hold on. 16 plus 5 plus 4. Whoa, not 47. 4 plus 10 plus 10. What the fuck? Hello? Zhao just did 20 points of damage with that auto attack. That is 45 points of damage. How do you guys want to do this? As it's leaping away, Amalia just throws up Khan's Ash, and like the hook part of the axe just comes up, and she hooks its leg, pulls it backwards. As Rel, you just take your dagger and stab down into it like the back of its spine, and Zhao just starts beating the fuck out of it.
I got it. Zhao hits it hard enough, it spins around, and Rel thrusts her dagger up to its jaw.
Perfect. Good lord. Just fucking 45 points of damage on attacks of opportunity. That's hilarious.
It made the wrong decision.
It,
We taught it a lesson.
All right.
We told
And
it.
that
I
is
told
gonna-
it to halt. I didn't take the hint.
Yeah, it is one step smarter than a gorilla, so not exactly the brightest critical thinker in the bunch.
Yeah, but its partner was just about to die.
It doesn't know anything about that. You are applying your human knowledge to its dog knowledge.
Considering dogs will sit beside their owners for days after they've died.
Yeah.
Oh, poor
right.
thing.
Yeah, is it just this one's body does the same thing, it crumbles into ash.
Yeah, do we know what this is?
Anybody that wants to can roll me a religion check.
Oh.
15.
I'll pass.
Okay.
Zhao won't,
17.
but I will.
Zhao has no idea. What is this thing's CR? Shisuva.
Rel points to the body she cleaved in half. So they're pretty dead.
Yeah, I'm guessing you got confused or something. Because
Uh,
usually people don't piss you off that bad.
yeah, see, it was the weirdest thing. It shot like this beam of light at me, and then I just looked over and I looked at Xiao and I was like, I bet I could fucking take you. And then I realized Xiao's really big, and so I looked over at this guy, and this guy was fucking offending me. The way he was swinging that pickaxe, I wasn't having any of that shit.
I don't think there's a proper way to swing a pickaxe. As long as it doesn't
Well, he
come
was
back
doing it
and
wrong.
hit you in the
So,
face.
like, it was the little floaty dude?
Yeah.
How
Well,
would
that fucking sucks.
you, of all the people in this group, know the proper way to swing a pickaxe?
That's true.
You have the noodliest arms.
But like, did you see what I did with my like greatsword? I like cleaved that dude in half.
I mean, you chopped through his spine. It's probably a really painful way to die, actually.
He was a slave.
I'm not gonna fault you, because I get the whole mind control shit going on here, but also, oof.
Dude's actually just still alive on the ground, just completely paralyzed from the neck
No,
down.
he's very dead. Severed his spinal cord in half. He's dead.
So like, is it just a collar, or is it like, does he have like a brain sock?
I mean, you have a dead specimen to examine.
Yeah.
I don't want to examine it.
I'll examine it.
I ain't touching that.
Okay. You roll me a medicine check.
Five.
Yeah. There's no like insertion point for a tadpole here. They could have done it through the eyes, but the back of the neck doesn't have any scars or anything. There's just the collar, so you're not positive, but it could just be the collar.
Break open his brain.
They go for the back of the neck.
And they turn their brain to jelly.
Is the blood purple or any other discoloration?
No, it's not. It is blood red, just like normal.
Okay, they're people. Blood would be different, at least. I think.
Are we sure it doesn't depend on how long it's been in there?
You want me to cut it open? Okay.
I mean, he's
It's just
dead.
fucking dead.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll cut the brain open. Why not?
You're gonna okay, sure. With your dagger, it is difficult, but you manage after a few minutes. Everyone else, by the way, all the mind control people, they just keep digging. They just keep going. Some of them will stop to take like big baskets of this ore and they go dump it in this little cart off to the side. Which you notice there is like this contraption along the wall that seems to maneuver the cart. It's like a mining cart, but the track is along the wall itself, and it's not very big. But occasionally new carts arrive, and old carts will leave. And these mind-controlled slaves keep dumping the numidium into that. They all just go about their time without blinking an eye at you as you carve this dude's brain open. You check the back of the neck. You check the head. You don't find any tadpole.
I don't see one. Can I check the collar out?
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna suggest.
Eh.
Go ahead and make me a investigation check.
Does somebody want to help me with this, or are you still squeamish?
I mean,
We're just looking at the collar. You don't gotta
I
touch.
could do it, and you could help me.
Sure.
All right. Can I have guidance from someone?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool.
Mrs. I can guidance myself now.
That's a 31.
Okay, 31. Hold on, let me consult my table of what to do whenever the player breaks the game. Yeah, 31. So these collars are Numidium collars. Number one, the first thing that they probably do is suppress magical talent. So any mages that can cast spells with these on cannot cast spells with them on.
Are these source collars? Hold on.
They're not exactly, but a little bit. Number 2, they have a mind control component. While worn, the user is under whatever commands the illithid gives them, pretty much to the most vague and distant extent. And so they have no free will. Number 3, these collars have been enchanted with a series of runes on the inside of them. And as you kind of peek at the inside of this collar, you notice these runes. They're not terribly difficult to destroy.
And that's what the runes are what causes all the effects.
Yes.
Neat. So
Are any of
I have,
them
like-
trapped? Traps.
that is a good point. Yes. Is it trapped?
With your investigation check, there is one of the runes that appears to kill a host if you destroy it. And so dispel magic or a successful arcana check would allow you to bypass that.
All right. Well, I'm pretty good with arcana.
I will help you with that.
Hey. And then Zhao can guidance. All right. I guess I'll just go around each of the collars then.
Okay.
As a note, would scratching the runes off with my Adicite dagger help at all?
That is like the best way to destroy the runes. It's just if one of them gets destroyed, a specific one, it maintains the enchantment on the other 2. But if it's destroyed, it can kill the host instantly. And so the Adicite dagger isn't going to give you like advantage or anything necessarily because it's
Amalia's
destroyed
good
in general.
advantage.
Right. So yeah, the Adicite dagger doesn't do anything for you.
Okay. All right.
Each collar to remove it is a DC 16 Arcana check to remove a collar.
So I failed this on a nat 3.
Yep.
I think.
Okay.
Right. It's a DC 16.
DC 16.
No,
Arcana.
okay, I lied. I failed this on a nat 2.
Oh wow. Okay. So you have a 10% chance to fail.
was
That is
33.
a 33. So you walk over to one of them, you slip out your Adicite dagger, just scratch up the side of one of the runes in a very, very precise spot, and you do it in such a fast way that it doesn't have time to register it's been destroyed before the magic immediately disperses. And the person stops what they're doing, and they start breathing differently. They look around. They seem so distressed almost immediately. It's like they've known what's going on this whole time, and they've been able to do nothing about it. And they just slump against the wall and start crying.
You
that's
kind
one
of
down.
you just kind of just goes over and gently crouches and pats the person's head.
It's a bit short.
It's kind of like,
How do you roll lower on the d20 and end up with a fucking higher number than a nat 20? I don't fucking understand you.
Success. This is pretty similar response from this one. Mostly just bewilderment followed by shock, and this person just straight up goes into shock pretty much. They're just like collapse against the wall, like what the fuck. Yeah, 27, no problem whatsoever. Just scratch against it. This person seems angry, where they're like, what the fuck? I'm ready to kill somebody. Yeah,
you just
100%.
kind of just goes to each one and kind of drags them over to each other, kind of putting them all in one spot.
And
So
then
that was
what?
only one of those rolls was below a 30.
2 of
Yeah.
them were.
No, because I have advantage on all of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so damn.
Fucking right, I guess.
Give me 1 second.
I do Arcana. It's like the one thing that all of my characters have is just Arcana. Wait, what?
So as you walk over to this next person, they stop what they're doing immediately and drop their pickaxe, look around at you, they look up at you, and you saved us. We've been here for so long. And as a note, these people are a mixture of different origins, from humans to there's an Anara in here. One of the ones that's currently slumped against the wall is an Anara. So there's a mixture of different origins. This guy is probably half elf. Just looking at him, you saved us. We've been down here for, I think, weeks.
Which camp
Wow.
are you from?
Camp? He raises an eyebrow. No,
Well,
we're
where
not from a
did you-
camp. We're not from any camp. What do you mean? I'm from the ocean.
Where did they get you from? What I mean.
From the ocean.
Which ocean?
It's a massive ocean deep underground.
Wait, what?
It's a massive ocean deep underground. We don't have much of a name for it. Some of us call it Whelm.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna pull out Haruka's map.
Yep, there is a large section labeled Whelm right in the middle of the map.
Where was this under player units?
Yeah, I'll also throw it on What Lies Below chat if you want. So
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm
Yeah, there's
really shitty at finding these things.
there's a large section, as you pull it out, labeled Whelm. It's got like a large octopus in the middle of it, a whirlpool, there's a wolf icon, there's a boat and like a sea serpent kind of thing going on. And it's all colored like a sea blue. They got us from there, I think, most of us. He looks around. I was part of a small tribe of people. We've been living there, I think, our whole lives.
Wow.
That's the next floor then.
No, not wow. Well. Pay
God damn it.
attention, Ralph.
Zhao just nods along with them all. Yeah, exactly. She really should more often.
Do any of you need food?
I could use a bite to eat. They've
Rel,
been giving us just meat and water. I don't know what the meat is.
I wouldn't question it.
I don't think I want to.
That's dumb. Rel, could you do that for them?
Yeah. So I guess I create food and water.
Okay, yeah. Create food and water. Raise your gift bearer's rank.
Plus the digitation.
Yep. What do you make it taste like?
What's a delicacy in one?
Delicacy. We have deer.
In the ocean?
What?
It's complicated. Whelm's got a bunch of islands. That's where I'm from. I'm from one of the islands.
All right. I make it taste like beer, I guess.
Sure. And he takes a bite out of the it's almost like tofu. And he just takes a bite out of it. He takes a few chews, and then he just grabs handfuls of the shit and just starts shoving it in his face. And also you have, I'm assuming you guys set out like some buckets or something for some water, and so he takes he just picks up the bucket and gulps down. One of the other people kind of comes over, this big fucking hulking Inara, and he seems to have processed what just happened, and he takes a bite of the food and gets some water and sits down and just stares. You saved me. From my homeland, I would say I owe you a life debt. But I think, and he looks down, I'm through with debts.
It's quite fine. Don't worry about it.
Whoa, let's not get crazy.
Rel,
What?
Eat some more food.
I don't think you understand the trauma being enslaved by an illithid is.
I mean, look, we could use like a good word, when we get down there.
Down where?
The lower floors, if possible.
He narrows his eyes. I'm from Mirvanin. What do you mean by lower floors?
Oh, you're in a big prison type thing right now. If that makes sense. Think of it like a cage, but it's got multiple layers and different biomes and all sorts of shit.
He narrows his eyes at you.
If you don't believe me, just go through that portal and you'll see snow.
Or maybe don't go through the portal.
Takes another big bite of the food. I have nothing to give you. My apologies.
It's fine.
Slowly, the other four kind of go around. One of them looks over at the person that you killed, Rel, and then looks back at you. It seems like maybe I shouldn't mention it. And then sits down.
You can
You can tell
the blood splatter.
one of them is definitely still kind of like in shock. And Zhao kind of goes over and helps them kind of cope for a minute. Brings out. Does Zhao have a healer's kit? He should.
I think so.
Yeah, he like brings out his healer's kit and mixes some herbs for a second and kind of waves it under their nose, and they take it and take a sip. Yeah. So knock off a charge of the healer's kit, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know how that works.
I don't really care about it. It's fine.
That's something we want to track.
He has like spare the dying and shit. He doesn't really need to track it. It's fine.
Yeah, he's got like tons of ways to pick. I don't think he's ever actually used his healer's kit before.
Yeah, he was a combat medic though, so he's seen this happen before. Like very very similar reaction, and kind of waves this kind of tincture that he's created under their nose, and they take a sip of the like hot water that he's brewed here, and they seem to slowly start feeling better as he kind of helps them out along for a moment. The Inara kind of snorts after a while, gets up. I'm tired of being here. How do I leave?
You will probably have to be in a camp for a while.
What kind of camp? I'm done with camps. I'm done with slavery. I'm done with collars.
All right, well, no slavery.
That is
honest
good.
work.
Honest work I can do.
I can show you guys a map past that door, which camp to go to. But whatever you do, do not go to the knolls. They will most likely kill you.
What is this here? And he's like pointing to your map as you're like showing him. And he points to the vast swath of trees between.
Those are all trees.
Is this a forest?
Big trees, yes.
Is it dangerous?
Yeah.
Displacer beast, and I think we ran into a big centipede creature.
See if this dude knows what a displacer beast is.
Centipede creature.
He does. Oh, Remoras. He does not know what a Remoras is. He does know what a displacer beast is, however. We had to fight those in the forests. They are formidable. I will remain here.
Yeah.
If
I was
you-
about to say, maybe we could escort them
Out.
when we're done here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on a time restriction to deal with the illithids. Otherwise, we would escort you now.
If you're okay with staying here a little longer.
I suppose. I can stay here if you'd like to escort me later. I will join your camp, and I will contribute.
We came in on an expedition. You're joining a camp that we found that is friendly. And that won't tear you to shreds. They're really honor bound, if that makes sense.
He kind of breathes a little lighter. You see his disposition weaken a little bit. And honor, I can do.
So, see, do we have anything that we can, like, in that corner over there, and I point to the point over here, that we can disguise to make sure they don't get caught while we're doing
The
that thing?
Inara is kind of looking back and forth between you all.
All I've got is tiny hut, and that's only going to keep them there for 8 hours.
For as long as you're there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can't. I'd have to stay in it, so never mind. I got nothing.
Do you have weapons?
Do I?
I can fight. I'm weak right now. And he looks down and you can see like his ribs and everything. Like he's very malnourished. Like his stomach has that distension going on. But and he looks to like the smoldering ashes of one of the Shisuva. I'm fairly confident I can take one of those. As a note, I don't know if I've ever actually explained what Inara look like. This guy is probably upwards of 8'5". He is
Oh.
he is huge. Inara are gargantuan. Like, you know, elites from Halo and how big they are compared to humans.
Yeah.
Basically that. Like, Inara are fucking huge. They usually weigh between 400 and 500 pounds and stand somewhere between 7 and 8 feet tall. And this guy is a big fucking Inara.
Let's see.
They're like orcs from WoW.
You have your weapons.
Question. What was that made out of again?
Uli's set? It's
Oh,
made
yeah.
out of like steel.
Oh wait, that's Uli. Never mind.
God damn it.
I was like, wait, what the fuck is that?
Full set of Uli.
Wait. Zhao has a hand axe.
Okay. Zhao just like pulls it. I have this thing. I don't know that I'm gonna ever use it, so I like hitting people with blunt stuff. This thing's not my style. And the Inara kind of takes it. I can use this. I will protect these. And he looks around. My charges. You can go ahead. What's directly through the portal?
Just a small cave that has some bars that we broke through.
Will this place be spotless there?
I don't think they'll go past the gates.
We will wait on the other side then.
Probably a good idea.
It's also fair.
Just keep in mind it's going to be cold. You actually takes
Do you
out.
have blankets?
Yeah, she takes out her blankets and her
Okay.
explorer pouch and stuff.
Gotcha.
Here's
Yeah,
some bedding and stuff to.
between a couple of you, you could provide enough blankets and stuff to basically. It's only 4 people, so.
Oh yeah, I guess I also give him a 10. Because I don't need
A
that
tent?
anymore.
Okay,
Hey,
great.
A two-person tent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
2
Inara, the person that's in shock has kind of come out of it. However, there's also there's a half elf, a human, an Inara, and a full-blooded elf. The full-blooded elf is now the full-blooded elf is pissed. Like, there is rage and then there is fury, and this guy is furious. And after a few moments, the Inara and him kind of confer. They take the tent, and the person that's kind of in shock, the human, eventually starts to kind of snap out of it, and they explain the situation to them, and the half elf is just kind of along for the ride. He's just like, yep, sure, all right, definitely. Yep, all right, cool. Can I have like a dagger or something so I can stab people if they come close to me? I can do that. And he's like looking at y'all.
Yeah, I have a dagger.
Okay, yeah, you just hand
I
him.
haven't used in fucking ages.
You can just summon weapons anyway. So yeah, he takes the dagger and he like makes a few stabbing motions in the air, and the Inara kind of like almost, it's not quite a face palm, but he just kind of holds his face for a second and then shows him like a different form, and he's like, just you need your hips when you stab. You're spinning. That's where the momentum comes from. You puny person.
They're not.
I will make do.
Also, the pickaxes here would make good weapons too. Makeshift ones.
The Inara looks at the ground, looks at the pickaxes. That is an excellent point.
Just saying.
So
if you
yeah,
would
he
prefer
gathers up the pickaxes. Zerite does extra damage against undead if it's a weapon.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it's not a weapon, it protects you from undead.
Yeah.
It's like repulsive to them.
It does like just extra or like double or something?
It's like a 1d8 or something like that. I'd have to go check the cheat sheet.
Wait,
Wait
were
a
those
minute.
guys undead?
They were not, no.
Oh, okay. No.
1d6 force?
Yeah, 1d6 force, that sounds right.
Oh, okay, because that's
Yeah.
what's on the greatsword.
Yep.
All right, I will
So-
add that to the description. I was wondering why it didn't say anything special in the description of it, and then I was like, wait, there's a 1d6 on it.
Yeah, that's against undead targets. So
Yeah.
also,
I have resistance to necrotic damage. Okay.
I would say right now is a great time to take a break. I'll be right back.
Oh, good, because I need to. We're ready.
Yeah.
So, kind of assisting in these people kind of recovering. The Inara, whose name is Lesh, Lesh, leads the group through the portal and with their blankets and their tents. And you are left on your own. They have taken their pickaxes with them.
Make sure weapons. Use the pickaxes. It might be a trauma trigger, but they're also good as weapons.
Trauma trigger, life-saving weapon.
Shall we get moving?
Yeah.
Okay. Which direction are you going? You guys have two separate areas that you can kind of go down here. I'm going to remove the turn order now. There's a north path and a south path.
Up or down? Should we
Flip a
go?
coin.
Should we go the way that the patrol came?
Flip a coin.
Wait, do you want us to flip a coin to decide which way we're going to go in this very deadly area?
Yeah.
Well, we could just go the way the patrol came from. That seems...
But what if there's treasure down the other way?
We can always go back for that way.
Listen,
Eh.
I think we should have equal opportunity choosing.
Equal opportunity choices are not random. I don't... all right.
It's
Whatever.
50-50, it's equal.
Sure.
Just sure.
Okay. 1 is top, 2 is bottom. Bottom.
All right.
Alright.
I will use Zhao's token as kind of like a party token here. As you traverse this area, heading back, there is a kind of dip where the hallway leads off into its own little small room. Investigating that, you find that this room is mostly filled with a stench. And as you enter into this stenchy room, you find that this room is primarily dead bodies, probably people that died while mining.
Lots of dead people. Okay, let's go up. I don't know why they didn't just chalk the corpses elsewhere.
You also find that it leads further south. So do you go further south?
Further south?
I mean, we flip the coin, down we go.
Down we go.
Okay. Further down. Investigating further down, you travel down this path for some time before encountering a large open room. This room contains what looks like storage crates, very basic, non-perishable food, like salted meats and salted vegetables and stuff like that are in here. You pretty quickly realize that this meat's probably not kosher. This is some stuff that Hannibal might enjoy.
Hear me out. This might be an odd theory. I don't know if illithids like the heat very much. What if they're also responsible for the foundry going up?
What?
Because there's perishable foods here, just like there, but they also have people working here, and also
What are you talking about?
the minecarts as well. They would need a place to make the colors.
Foundry.
Yes.
No, that was the fire giants. Fire people.
True.
I mean, didn't they say something about the Rorm or Raim or something
Yeah,
like that?
Rorm.
Okay, and the Rorm is not Raim.
No, Rorm
He
is
could-
not Rorm.
he
Rorm is
could-
an illithid.
Yeah, but he could literally have multiple names.
Whoever wrote this shit needs to fucking differentiate their names a little bit. There, all I'm saying.
Well, I'm
I
just
don't know, I
saying.
have an easy time remembering them. I would like to roll persuasion on the GM.
Denied.
No.
It's just a thought.
So yeah, large storage room full of food, and then kind of going the opposite direction. There, you encounter a large door. It's a double doors. They are large iron doors. They are shackled and bound with steel. And then the hallway continues further to the east and then to the south.
Should we break down the door?
Check it for traps.
Yes, check it for traps.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and roll me an investigation. Whoever's checking.
I will
Can
help.
can I get guidance?
Yeah.
Ooh. 31.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Store was made in South Africa by a man named. Anyway,
No, I need this name.
But
No,
there is
you
nothing called
don't.
South Africa.
it was made in Illithid by Fire Genasi that called himself Sheravan, and Sheravan was a famous smith. Somehow his door ended up here. We don't know how, but you recognize the brand.
All right, cool. Writing that down in my journal.
I'll just fucking delete myself from existence.
Don't disappoint yourself.
It is not trapped.
Is there a way to look underneath the door without actually opening it?
Nope.
You guys want me to open it?
Yeah.
Come on, Rel. Help me out.
All right. I will do that.
15.
Okay. Taking some time to address this door's many locks. It is locked, and it is difficult to open. And so bypassing the locks of this door requires at least, some effort. You have some difficulty with this lock, but you do manage to get it open. But I need you to roll me a d12, please.
Sure, let's just break my picks. I've got 18 of them. Let's go.
Okay, 7. Yeah.
That was an encounter die.
You have some difficulty getting open, and it does take you about 20 minutes to get this open. And so finally you hear the lock, and you're like, oh my fucking god, thank Christ. As you, well, I guess you don't say thank Christ, but yeah, as you manage to open this door, it's finally done.
Nothing on 1. 2 is binding. Click out of 3.
What?
I was quoting the lockpicking lawyer.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, you's gonna open the door.
Okay. As you open the door, kind of creaking it open a little bit, the inside of this room is actually fairly well lit, as there are several lights at the top of the room. You kind of look up towards the ceiling, you see these large circular, spherical globes that just kind of hang out in the air, and they light this room basically completely. The room itself, let me check notes here. The room itself seems to contain a large collection of different machines and apparati. You're not sure what all of these do, but you can hear them working. The cogs are turning, the gears are doing stuff, and there are tubes connecting most of these machines. In one of the machines, you see that it has this kind of large port window, and you can see that there's this dark black liquid that's swirling around inside of it. Not sure what it is.
Do I see anything?
That's the most vague question you can ask. I need you to be more specific.
Any enemies? Or people?
Within the room directly, no. It's also very loud in here, and you don't hear anything other than this. Just imagine a really creaky ancient washing machine that you just threw a bunch of rocks into. That's what it sounds like in here.
You kind of closes the door. Should we try? It's very loud in there.
I mean, I don't care. What do you guys think?
I have a question. Does it
Yes.
look like that's the room that Rim talked to us in?
Rain?
Yeah, Rim. Sorry.
It looks similar, but it looks much smaller. Similar concept, though.
I just realized I was muted for that entire fucking
Yeah, I was like, man, everyone's really quiet. All right,
was like,
cool.
what the
Yeah.
fuck?
No, it's probably some kind of like machinery that's sorting the rocks based off of their shape and size, kind of like a tumbler.
Well, do we want to see if there's anything in here useful?
Yes, diamonds.
Alright.
Yeah, I guess this would be useful.
I'm down for whatever. I'm here for the ride. Let's go.
Okay.
That's your for treasure.
You cast
I'm a big
invisibility
fucking
on
fan of
yourself.
treasure. Oh, let me find you guys on the map. Where the fuck are you? There you are. All right. Entering into the room, yeah, you see the scene that I described. Lots of tubes, pipes, everything else. The room actually has 4 other exits other than the one that you just entered into. There are 4 other doors. One of those doors is very large, and it is very bound and locked.
Why do I get the feeling there's going to be something bad, like another champion of the shadow here?
Can we check underneath it?
Is it just me?
Is there enough room to check underneath it?
No, these doors are pretty close to the ground, so it'd be hard.
But not impossible.
Sure.
What do your special eyes see, you?
Do you want me to check
You
for traps?
roll me a perception check.
Okay. Shadow was going to help me? 23.
Guidance.
Make that 25. No.
23.
27.
Oh, yeah, 27, sorry. Well, you see more machinery. You kind of like using the mirror trick that you guys use usually. You see more machinery, but something else that you see is this large, animalistic, dog-like form creeping back and forth within the room.
How big is it?
About as big as the dog things that you just saw.
Is there just one?
That you see right now, yeah.
Looks like one of those dog things in there.
Cool, let's fuck it up.
Okay.
Do we want to open the door? Like,
I cast
we need
protection
to?
for poison on myself.
okay. Do we need to open the door?
There's something in there.
Yeah.
Is something wrong with opening the door?
Are you heating it up in the oven? You don't want it? Sure. Yeah, I'm down with that. If you're gonna eat the second one, then you go ahead and have it. But if you're just heating yourself up one and you don't want the other, I'll have it.
You want because there's only 2 of them.
Getting that grub.
All right, I'm back.
Getting a yummy grip.
Sure.
Is this door locked?
Yes, it is heavily locked. I will move you guys inside from here, actually. You guys are at this door right here. In fact, there should be... Let's see. Dynamic lighting. Oh, reveal areas. Boop. Oh, okay. No thanks. All right. Well, for some reason that doesn't work, so I don't give a shit. All right. So yeah, if you want to try to open the door, that's that's your call. Zhao does kind of go, do we need to open the door? Do we know what's in there?
I don't see anything other than a dog.
And
And
some machine shit?
yeah, it's machine shit.
Do you think they'd be mad if we smashed all their machines?
I don't think I want to until we leave because explosions maybe.
Do you think there's going to be okay, yeah, I don't want the explosion.
Probably not. It's probably steam powered.
What if we... Nah. Alright, anyway, what's up?
Although I guess you could create compressed steam and cause a backup somewhere.
I mean, we have explosives that we can leave behind.
Oh, that's what we could do. We could slide a coin under the door.
Yeah. I was just like, definitely not what I was thinking, but I like that idea.
Is the dog close enough?
Yeah, the room inside is not very big. You can see that just from your perception check there, it's probably a good, like, 35 feet across.
What is this?
What if we...
What is what? Oh, don't worry about it. It's an info token.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if we do that and there's something valuable inside, like a potion or something, it will be destroyed.
Why can't we just fight it like normal people?
I want to fight it like a
Okay.
normal person. I'm trying to talk these two maniacs from exploding things.
I already casted protection for poison on myself. I'm ready to fight.
I don't want to fight it at all, but I mean, the group wants to, so here I am, doing some stuff. All right.
Poor Shell.
Poor Zhao.
Wait.
Zhao is like military trained, and his training is basically do not engage unless absolutely necessary. So he's over. You guys are like, we kill everything, and Zhao is like, this is not how this works at all.
It is how it is how it works if you don't want enemy forces to fall in.
Well, he
behind
didn't say
you.
that out loud, but
But I'm just stating that as a military person, he wouldn't want people falling in behind them.
not necessarily all the time. But anyway,
The less commotion you cause, the better.
sometimes you can evac without anyone ever knowing you're there, and that's usually the best way to do it. That's why
The
Spec
less-
Ops exists.
The less commotion, the better, says the person who wanted to shove a fucking...
Explosive.
Finish that
delayed-
sentence.
I'll shove something, all right.
a delayed blast fireball coin into the room. Like, less commotion, my ass.
I'd like somebody to shove a delayed blast fireball coin into my brain.
Yeah,
No.
please. I second that.
No.
No.
Okay, yeah, you's gonna open the door. Rel's niece is Rel gonna help.
I'm gonna check it for traps first.
Okay. Checking for traps.
Okay.
Cool.
Do an investigation check.
Guidance.
Oh god, that hurt my voice. Oh, ow. Yes.
All right, cool. TM's just like, yeah, you're gonna have guidance. It's a 26.
We got this on point. I do the lockpicking, you do the investigating, and
Yeah.
Amalia does the guidance.
So yeah, that is a the door is trapped.
Hey.
It is the same rune of power that they used on the collars. What this rune of power does is it casts a power word kill on the closest individual to it.
Oh,
So
Can an
could prove
what-
fatal if you fail to disarm it.
would an unseen servant technically be an individual?
They are technically a creature, yes.
It's like, fuck!
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're just
Night
annoying.
level spells thwarted by a second level spell.
First, Unseen Servant is a first
With
level
ritual.
spell.
Even worse.
It's a ritual spell. It doesn't even cost you a spell slot.
Nope.
You just throw it in a 9th level spell with a cantrip, basically. Oh,
Are we all for me doing a ritual cast of Unseen Servant and triggering?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, that means no one dies if something goes bad. So...
Your Unseen Servant dies.
Yeah.
It's
No
not
one
a person
dies.
to begin with.
Just like me. All right, so
Oh
as
my
you kind of
God.
settle down and do the ritual for the Unseen Servant, it's relatively quick, 10 minutes or so. Let's see, 10 minutes. Get entering, and you guys. Okay, roll me another d12, please.
Not
As you
it.
guys cross the 15-minute threshold here.
I will do it. I haven't done one in a while.
Every 15 minutes you spend in this area, you need to roll a d12 as a note.
That's a 2.
Okay. Yep.
As a note,
Mhm.
Rel stays behind someone during this.
The only trap you saw, right?
Yes.
Okay.
While she's ritual casting Unseen Servant. 1 sec here, I need to check this because I'm bad and I didn't check it before I started talking.
Specifically, it's the closest creature within range, not the closest creature it can see, right?
Correct.
Within range,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
Roll me an Arcana check, and you'll get the specifics of this thing.
All right. That's probably a good idea.
Not that strong
Okay.
yet.
Can I get assistance, Amalia?
Alright,
Advantage
sorry.
Arcana check.
Yeah.
for power word
All
kill.
right, cool. Zhao's gonna give me guidance. That's a 27.
Okay. Hold on. That's 27. Okay, yeah, sure. DC on this was 19. So, as you go to sorry, I have really bad like burps plus heartburn right now. It's like the worst fucking thing on earth. I hate this. As you go to investigate these this rune, this is a glyph of power that's holding a power word kill. Very basic. And given the runes that are outside of the glyph of power, this thing is effectively tuned to kill whenever it's triggered, which is number 1, whenever it's tampered with, or number 2, whenever a creature comes within 1 feet of it. It will grant you death, is what we call business. So it's the first creature like within a certain range of it. It's not sight. I think you might be muted.
Might be.
I am, yeah, I'm typing, sorry.
Okay, gotcha.
So all I have to do is get the Unseen Servant to tamper with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So is that what you're doing?
Yeah. Hey, go touch that rune for us. Go tamper with it.
The Unseen Servant almost seems to sigh, like it knows what's coming.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. They made me do it.
It was your idea.
Shh. For all I know, it's the same Unseen Servant every single time.
And everybody was upset with me when I used a horse for a death trap.
What? I wasn't.
No, I'm for the. Yeah.
I'm all for expendable life. Murder
Give me 1
away.
second.
That's not.
I don't know if it's technically murder. You're certainly sending it to its death, but
I mean, it's
can always come
manslaughter,
back.
At least.
Could it say no if it really wanted to?
No.
Okay, well then I'm pretty sure that's very much manslaughter. I was gonna make the argument that you know what?
I mean, hey, anything that dies so that I can live is a win in my book.
Of course, you'd say that.
I mean, do you want to go fuck with the rune?
That's not.
You're benefiting from it as much as I am.
I was never gonna touch the rune.
I mean, I wasn't either. Fuck that noise.
And there's no point in dispelling it since it's so strong.
Do we know if it only attacks on this side of the door?
We could technically probably lure the beast to charge the door.
Yeah, but what if they're closer to the door than we are?
If they're closer to the door than we are, charging the door and headbutting it or something will make them die.
How thick is this door?
Probably rather large. Probably 7 or 8 inches.
So not a
And
foot.
it's iron.
Got it.
Not a foot. It is iron, though. But it is definitely not a foot. It's a door.
So, where on this door is the rune located?
Almost directly in the center. It's actually right behind the opening mechanism.
Cool. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go shut the door we came in from.
Okay.
I'm gonna layer down a blanket along the floor to, like, cover the crack.
Oh, why don't we just use my sea servant since it's already here?
Because that way we don't have to fight the dog.
Okay.
The unseen servant now seems confused and is like, it's going to follow the orders, and now it's like, wait, do I?
Am I not dying anymore?
I'm gonna get.
Should we check those other doors to make sure there's no other enemies over there?
Well, give me a second. Shit, I'm not playing.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
I
sure.
lay down some cloth from my tailoring supplies and stuff along
Yeah.
the bottom of the cracks to help muffle sound.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get about 3 feet away from the rune. Put your unseen servant right here. And Rel gestures 1 foot in front of her.
I guess go where she points.
Okay, so wait. You have the cloth in front of all the doors, and now you're gesturing to the servant.
Except for the one with the rune on it.
Okay, and now you're gesturing to the servant to stand in front of that door.
Yes, 2 feet away from the door.
Okay,
I am 1 foot behind that of the servant.
gotcha.
And I am going to get down to the ground and shout, "You dog is stupid!"
Okay, just make an intimidation check.
All right.
For the hell of it.
At least
I'll,
she didn't say bow wow woof woof.
Okay, cool.
Can I argue persuasion?
Sure.
Cool. Thanks.
Okay, 11. I rolled insight on this because the dog's not brain dead. It's at least a little intelligent. However, it rolled a natural 1, -1, so that's a 0. And so you hear sniffing at the edge of the door, and you see kind of the smallest shadows.
Cool. I'm going to throw a rock at the rune.
You're gonna throw a rock at the rune? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Make a dex check.
All right. Oof.
You try to hit the target, but it's a little bit like throwing darts, and it just goes wide.
I mean,
Just
does
like-
it hit within a foot?
It does. So
Does the dog lift its head up?
you don't know. You have no idea. It's not sniffing at the bottom of the door anymore. So maybe.
Is it still at the door?
Yeah, you can see its shadow. Just the faintest amount.
Hit it with that small spell, like a cantrip.
Okay. I'm gonna cast bolt at the
Oh,
rune.
I see what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
I see what you're trying to do. Wow.
Yeah, I cast bolt.
Yeah,
at
cast
the
bolt
rune.
at the rune. Okay. Okay. Cool. I will go ahead and let you roll the dog's HP because it rolls whenever I place it on the map. They don't have a static amount of HP. They have a formula that rolls automatically. So I will let you roll the dog's HP.
Hey,
As you hit this thing with bolt, it strikes and the rune goes off. Go ahead and roll me 13d10 plus 39.
Nah.
Okay. It's over 100, and so the dog does not drop dead, or I think even take damage. I'm fairly certain. Power kill does nothing here.
Yeah, it
Wait.
does nothing.
And as the spell does nothing, the rune is triggered, and your unseen servant actually lives. The rune is destroyed, though.
So we have no choice but to unlock the door with the dog right there.
I mean, but now we don't have the guilt of, sending the unseen servant to its death.
I mean, it's an unseen servant. I'm not even sure that it actually has like any kind of cognitive function other than just do what I'm told. Is it real? Is it a person? I don't know.
It's
Does this unit have a soul?
It sighed.
I don't think we have time for those philosophical questions. I don't think it's a person. We could get into this whole discussion about nihilism and absurdism, and maybe there's like some kind of can an inanimate object have a soul so long as it can be? I don't fucking know. I don't know. Let's fucking kill this dog.
All right, second plan.
Don't put an explosive underneath the door.
I was gonna slather it in like blood so that it ate it and then just like exploded.
I mean, fuck it. Do we have blood?
I
I
don't.
reckon make some.
You're all technically blood bags if you think about it.
Yeah, I cut my thumb and put some on a coin, like get it
Okay.
smeared around.
Roll me a d4.
All right.
Okay, you take 3 points of damage, and it's a lot of blood.
All right. Cool.
You cut a little bit too much. You're like, oh fuck, that was a big. Oh god, ow, 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 ow.
Help! I need a bitch sticker.
Yeah, pretty much.
You kind of measures the room for a second.
Your knife slips, and the fucking thumb tip just pops off.
As she casts silence, like blocking
Okay.
where the sound will come from. So she's pretty much cutting off where the sound can't travel this way.
Ah, so the sound, like, so when it explodes, there's no sound.
Yep.
Okay.
You gives a thumbs up.
All right. Cool. Exchange, and then I slide the coin under the door.
And I go all the way across the room.
Okay. And then you both leave the room. Or not leave the room, but run away, basically.
Get back the fuck up. Let's see, what's
Roll.
the furthest point? Oh, it's 55 feet no matter what. Shit.
Roll persuasion check, I guess.
All right.
I'll roll a...
Can-
Can what?
Can I argue advantage? Because it's covered in blood.
That's what would get it to eat it in the first place, though.
All right.
Straight roll for me.
All right.
What is this thing's inside?
Can I have
again?
guidance?
Sure.
Not cool. That's an 18.
19. You mean you said exchange?
Yep.
You hear a coin hit the ground at one point, and you're not sure if it's actually eaten it or not, but it's definitely taken notice of it as it's picked it up and dropped it at least once. Twice.
I don't know if we can hear that. There's silence.
Oh yeah, there's silence. There's silence. Yeah. You just see the shadows moving at the door, and you're not sure what's going on. And Giles says, "Is it gone yet? Did it go boom?" And then you wait, and you wait, and you wait. What's the damage on a maximum duration delayed blast fireball again?
I looked this up. It is
It's like fucking 15d6 or something.
Spell's base damage is 12d6. If at the end of the turn the bee does not detonate, the damage increases by 1d6.
Right.
If the glowing bead is how long does it last for? Hold on.
A minute.
Up to a minute. So it's 22d6. No. Yes. No.
Oh god.
Yes, 22d6.
Okay. So roll it for me. 22d6 fire damage.
Slash roll 22d6.
Does your elemental add up? That's only for a specific element, right?
Yeah, it's only for lightning.
Gotcha. Okay. You hear or I guess you don't hear anything. Yeah. You just wait for a while. It's been like a minute and a half now. You have no idea if it's done or not.
I mean, imagine we'd see like a huge bright light engulf the bottom of the door.
Possibly, but you don't see one.
Oh god, it ate it.
Hey, do you guys want me to go look and see if there's a blood-spattered mist?
Also, I have to be right back in like 2 seconds. You guys decide what you want to do. I'll be right back.
Oh, has it been a minute? I imagine it's been a minute. So yeah. It's safe.
Okay. Well, DM did say it would be unpredictable, so
Well, it's a minute maximum. So we're good.
Yeah, it is a minute maximum, so.
I have an idea. Since my unseen servant isn't concentration, I could tell my unseen servant before the silence to come like tap me whenever it goes off.
Well, he can't see it. There's no light.
He could
There's
hear
no
it.
sound.
He could hear
There's
it.
no sound.
If he was right next to the door, he could hear it.
I thought you.
I blocked out the sound that wouldn't, and then like covered, like, I made sure that the silence was like right in this area to make sure the sound doesn't get out.
Well, you would have to block the source of the sound for the sound to actually stop, because otherwise, physics, the sound would echo through like the walls, and the sound would come out and like hit this area, and we'd still hear it.
Okay. I'm not gonna get into physics talk, but okay. Yeah. Alright.
I mean, at the very least, the dog's almost dead.
I would be kind of afraid to drop the silence in case it survived. Can you imagine the wailing from that?
Fucking whimpering. We go in there and it's just half a dog.
Oh, poor dog. It's almost time for my meds. Take those real quick.
All right. Let's throw some drugs on there. Hold up, I need my drugs. Where are my drugs at? What's the fuck? Hold up. Oh, there they are.
I think talking about the salsa.
We're gonna take this. I'm gonna take this chip and I'm gonna eat it. All right, cool. Sriracha on pizza. All right, that was more than 2 seconds. I recognize that, but I also don't care.
Fucking lied.
Listen,
I'm never gonna trust you again.
I have pizza, and if you don't trust me again, that's fine. Pizza was worth it. Okay, so
I can respect that.
you wait for a while, and you're not sure. You think it's gone off by now. I mean, it has to have. You know, these things are a minute, so it has to have gone off at this point.
You would have. You's gonna go up and put the mirror underneath the door and look.
I would have what? Huh? What do you got to say about me? All right. So you put up the mirror under the door. The dog creature, and hold on, I'm grabbing Parmesan cheese. The dog creature is in the corner of the room, holding itself. It looks hurt, but not dead.
You guys just see a look of surprise on his face.
This thing just got some serious heartburn.
You drops the silence. It's badly wounded, so do we kill it now?
Yeah. Fucking open the door and let's kick its ass.
Do you think it would eat another one?
No. It's
okay.
It's in the corner cowering.
All right, well, I kind of feel bad now almost.
I feel horrible.
Poor thing. All right, let's just murder it. Yeah, but Durrell, I think you always feel indifferent. Do you feel anything?
Hey. Yes.
What?
I feel empathetic towards children, and
All right.
I like you as a friend.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you feel empathy towards me?
Occasional.
Okay, I mean, maybe we should kill this thing then. All right. So are you gonna open the door? The rune is dissipated. The lock is all that stands between you and certain dog.
Yeah. Rel's gonna have to help.
Yeah,
Okay.
I help.
With guidance. I don't think I'm gonna need guidance.
Do it anyway.
25.
Oh, shit.
49.
Shit.
29. Yeah, you're pretty sure you just like bypass the lock entirely. Like the lockpick's in your way at this point, and so you just like take the lock, twist it a certain way, insert your like weird jelly finger in there, and just open it.
You pick this lock like you're offended at its existence.
Exactly. And as someone that's offended at their own existence, this lock dies. You open the door, and inside you see one of these large dog creatures. There are several other machines in the room itself. Let's see. Hold on. 116 minus. Okay. Cool.
That's a lot of damage.
It is a considerable portion of its HP. As the dog is like cowering on the side of the room next to one of the machines, you see that it is extremely hurt, though not dead. And as you all enter into this space, the dog gets up and kind of wavers for a second. I'll give you all a surprise round because it's not ready for the door to open.
I don't really think it's ready for anything.
I don't think it is either.
It's a surprise round. It's fucking dead.
It did.
Here's a surprise. You're fucking dead, bitch.
Do I get sneak attack?
Yeah. Ooh, that's really hot pizza. Okay, we're gonna let that sit down.
Some bitch.
Some bitch.
Wait, if it's a surprise round, isn't it with advantage?
Technically speaking. All right, 19 roll damage. Fuck it.
You really didn't want me to do anything to this poor dog.
I didn't want you to do anything. This poor dog.
Rolled a 2.
He's just
Don't
being a
forget
good boy,
about
chilling
poor
out.
Zhao.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
gets
Zhao.
something.
This is where Zhao crits.
Palm.
McRib.
Doesn't just not crit, he actually misses completely. In order to do that as well, you would have to be like right here, and where's Rel? Rel's like right here. All right, cool. As you all just unload into this thing, yes, Yin gets a surprise round of well.
And if it can fail the con save, go ahead
It
and roll it.
It is immune to poison.
Damn.
Yeah. However, it does take the 6 points of piercing damage. So in total, that's 40 points of damage. As you all swarm this guy, there's not really anything that it can do. It stands up to defend itself momentarily before finally succumbing to the multitude of attacks incoming towards it. You guys, you murdered it. As it falls over, the guardian of this room has been slain. The guardian of the illithids has been destroyed, and never again shall it plague the Badlands.
Hoopla!
I would at least
Hoopla!
like to try and get one to come with us. Just for a pet.
I'm...
I mean, I speak deep speech, so I could probably get one to trust me enough.
As the dog collapses, it just goes wart wart wart
What?
wart wart wart. Alright, gets it. It's a Halo joke.
I think it.
Kayla likes Halo and she doesn't get it.
I've only ever played Halo 2 because it's the only game I could ever get into.
That's
fair,
all
fair,
you
fair.
need.
Wart, wart. The elites, whenever they're mad or when they die, they'll go wart wart wart.
Yeah.
It's fucking glorious. It's so good. It's the best sound effect in any video game. Except for maybe
That's also from the same video game.
it is. Also from the same creature in the same video game.
Yeah,
Anyways,
the suicide grunts are funny too.
those are pretty good.
I don't know, it feels pretty great when you get a headshot on a grunt and there's just fireworks.
Yeah.
That birthday party.
It's so good. Okay, bite of this pizza. Oh my god. Okay. Sriracha makes everything better. Yeah, you guys are left in the room. This dog's body is now turned to ash. And you guys are left in the room with this dog. And there is a machine in the room. And on this machine, you see, thankfully not completely annihilated from your attempt at exploding the dog. In fact, not even touched from that attempt. You see a kind of strange looking console thing. There are many buttons. You're not sure what any of them do.
Can I make an intelligence check?
I'll one up that. You can make me an Arcana check.
Oh. Can I get assistance and guidance?
Is anybody here proficient in Arcana?
Yeah, Malia.
I am, yes.
All right. Well, Malia, would you like to assist Rel in her attempt to decipher what the fuck these runes mean?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
And Shot's gonna give me guidance.
Okay.
That's a 29.
9. DC 25, so it was difficult, but you manage it. Over the next... Roll me an encounter die.
Nope. Is it my turn again already?
Whoever wants to. You guys take 15
9.
minutes to figure this out. 9. No encounter.
9.
9!
Over the next 15 minutes or so, you investigate this terminal and try to figure out what the mini buttons on this thing mean. And you rapidly begin figuring out that, number one, they're a pattern, and number two, that they are arcane runes that all mean something. They're all written in Draconic, old Draconic, so technically it's primordial.
I speak that.
Yes, yeah, and Amalia has, I'm fairly certain, Eyes of the Runekeeper, or...
No,
You does.
I do not.
That's fine, that's fine. Rel, relays the meaning of the different runes and which runes they are and stuff. And you're also familiar with what these runes do because you studied Arcana. And so even though you don't speak Primordial, you know that this rune means big boom, stuff like that. It's like how I can't fly a plane, but I know that this switch puts it into autopilot mode because it says autopilot under it. And so you together bouncing like the information off of each other, begin to figure out how to manipulate this console, this control area. This control allows you to do a wide number of things. Number one, you can lock or unlock all doors in the facility with it. Number two, you can turn on or off certain machines. There's a dozen of them. And so you can turn them on or you can turn them off. Power down, power off. Number three, you can turn off the portal leading out. There's another reference to a portal. You're not sure what portal that is, but there must be a second portal in here somewhere because it also, you can turn that on or off. And number four, you can disconnect this device. I'm sorry, number five, you can disconnect this device from the primary network of devices, as it does reference that there must be more devices than just this one. There's also a self-destruct button, which would annihilate everything in this facility instantaneously, including you. However, this button is a little more complex than the others. It is a series of dials followed by a button. So, might be fairly difficult to use.
Damn it.
So, but there's no timer with that self-destruct, is there?
No, from what you're reading, this is kind of like an emergency, oh fuck, we're all about to die button. I might as well go out in a blaze of glory. You also gather, just from your high intelligence and your large arcana check, all of the other consoles, of which there are 5, must have the same button.
Oh boy.
Do they all need to be activated at the same time?
No.
Oh, that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Any individual console activated would trigger the entire sequence.
Well, that's not
This is a James Bond villain lair.
good.
What we could do is unlock the doors, disconnect this console, and then move on to the other ones if we find them.
Yeah.
And keep them from activating that oh shit button.
With your fucking 29, you know that disconnecting this thing would take it offline for quite some time, as reconnecting it is not as simple as pressing a button.
Alright, well, I guess I unlock all the doors and take it offline.
So you hit the unlock all doors button?
Yeah.
Perfect, okay.
Are we not gonna, check to make sure there's nothing behind the fucking doors? Alright.
It just unlocks them, it doesn't open them. There might be
Okay.
some that open.
Let me
Otherwise,
just go ahead and
it'll just
let me
be
just go ahead and-
chaos.
delete all these traps.
Traps deleted.
Until somebody turns it back on once they realize the doors are unlocked.
Okay. Dynamic lighting. All right. Nope. That door's gone. That door's just gone. It's gone now. This door, you've deleted this door.
Alright, cool.
Deleted that door. You deleted that door. All these doors, they're deleted. That door, deleted. Gone. Deleted. Just like my fucking hope. Deleted. 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 Okay. That door is deleted. That door is deleted. That door is deleted. Nope. That one definitely gone. That one's gone. That one, nope. Gone. Oh shit. Gone. That door gone. All right, perfect. So as you hit this button, you hear a wide variety of clicks directly around you, and also the doors directly around you swing partially ajar.
Well, they didn't open.
Now we just claim it was the dog that did it.
Zhao's just over here like, wait, hold on. So we just like opened all the doors. Like there's no more doors that are not open.
Yep.
That feels like cheating.
Hey, I mean, they could still lock the doors if they're near a console.
But why would they lock the doors when they
Oh.
could just self-destruct?
There is no lock button.
Oh.
Yeah, I specified there's an unlock button.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they could, okay, lock all the doors back up again, why would they do that when they can just self-destruct?
Maybe they don't want to die. I don't know.
They're going to not kill themselves until the last second, I imagine.
Which means I guess we have to be really careful not to let anybody get to a console.
Means we dismantle them if we run into them.
Yeah.
Do we know how many there are exactly?
6 in total, including the one you're at.
Okay.
Yeah, this one references all the others.
I don't suppose it has a happy dandy map, does it?
Mm-mm.
Fuck.
There's no map. They just each have a name. They're basically numbers in Primordial. It's like ons dos. I don't remember the rest of it because I fucking made up that language like a year ago.
Should we get moving?
Yeah, probably disable this console.
We already
3 in Primordial. 3 is Tetris. This is canon. All right. Let's see here.
I love it.
All right. I mean, I guess we can go. Is there anything else we need to do with the console? I can't read this shit.
Yeah. So we could press this, and it all points to the self-destruct, and it would literally take out everything in here.
No, let's
Including
not die.
us.
Oh, including? Oh, no.
Semantics.
Xiao was considering it for a second.
Yeah. Zhao's over here like, well, there's a lot of prisoners, but maybe it's a good idea.
Zhao.
Rel, you need to give Xiao all of the information, otherwise he's just gonna help you kill us all.
I mean, I would die too, and I don't want that. So.
Yeah, it's better. I don't really want to die. Not again right now. I have more drugs to do.
Just blip out of existence, it's fine. Screw you all and hide in the ethereal plane.
Note, it doesn't tell you how it kills everything in here. It just basically is like a big red button.
That's great.
Mm-hmm. All right, where are you guys going?
Looks like we have to capture an illithid and find out how it kills everything.
I mean,
Check
do
all the
we? We
doors.
can also just kill the illithid.
Let's just
Yeah,
kill.
but I want to know how it works.
Me too.
Maybe they're the ones that found this place and got it up running. Did you think about that?
Maybe it's aliens.
They're squid people. Yes, they're aliens.
Yes.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I mean, do they come from like other planets? I thought, wait, what?
Planets.
Yeah, like the big fucking stars.
It's possible.
Amalia's over here like, the fuck's a planet?
There are models of cosmology. Any intelligent individual would know. God damn it! Any intelligent individual knows what a planet is, pretty much. There are many ideas of what the universe looks like around Aurum, but Aurum is. They're not medieval. It's not like Galileo over here, like, oh, the Earth is round, and everybody's like, no, it's not. They'll shut the fuck up. Like they have models of cosmology just because they can study like the curvature of the horizon and other things. It's also a tidally locked planet, and so they're always facing the same direction. If you look up in the sky, no matter what time of day it is, you could technically see the sun. It's just you guys have daily eclipses, so long duration eclipses as well. But pretty much everybody knows what a planet is. But other than that, you have no real idea how the universe works, especially since Aurum takes place, and at least in D&D, Aurum takes place within a crystal sphere. And so that's even more confusing because now you have a bunch of crystal spheres, and then you have a bunch of stars inside the crystal spheres, and then you have phlogiston between them, and you're like, what the fuck is going on here? I have no idea. Anyways, D&D. It's about killing, not space.
Why did somebody send a shoe into space?
Oh, what? Oh, I have no idea. Probably because we can.
I mean, yeah.
It's barking. It looks so confused.
Let me see this gif. It's like, can you please help me?
Help.
Oh, poor Shiva is just chilling. He's like, man, I don't like this. The very last frame, he looks sad, and then he just looks like he says help.
It's just like
He doesn't even look like he's barking.
He's like the one where he's paddling around, like, what? How to move?
He's like, he doesn't even look like he's barking. Like every time he barks, it looks like he's saying help, help, help. God damn it. As you go around, I'll use shout as the token. You do find that each of the doors leads to a separate area. You actually find one minor mining away at a bunch of rocks right now. You don't see any pneumidium, but they seem to be like destroying the wall here.
Should we save them?
Do they also have a collar?
Yes, they do.
I do the thing.
Roll check.
All right.
Yes, you have advantage.
That's a 17.
Fucking bastard.
You almost, yeah, you fucking roll the exact same number both times. You almost fucked this one up, but you managed to get it done quick enough. And this guy, human, male, kind of looks around. Where the fuck am I?
Go up
Hey,
that
what
way.
the
There's a portal, and there's some people that are also like you. They'll explain everything.
Yeah.
Are they like me? There's
This-
some people out there.
This way.
Do they got the whole collar shit going on? Because I don't like this at all.
Well,
Yeah,
they
they do.
did.
Yeah, they did.
Come on.
All
this
right.
way.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hold up. He like picks his pickaxe off the ground. I'm taking this thing with me. I'm gonna fucking kill me some people.
Just don't kill the people.
No, not those people. Like the squid
Okay.
people.
Okay.
Protect yourself, but stay
They've
there.
been talking creepy. I'm not a big fucking fan. Oh, protect myself.
Yes, protect. You're gonna be staying out there.
Wait,
until
I'm
they-
not. Am I not coming with y'all? Are we not going off to kill? Isn't this how the stories work? We go, you save me, we go kill everything together, and I go home a hero?
Yes, let's do that.
Rel!
Rel's just like meat shield.
I'm just, he's just like, I'm just saying, I'm not exactly, I'm not exactly military trained or nothing like that, but I got a fucking damn good swing. All right,
I mean,
I'm looking at all your
honestly,
faces.
If that's what you want to do, we can't really stop you, but we
Feeling
would
like
prefer it
maybe-
if you didn't.
Feeling like maybe I'm a little out of my league here. All right, I'm gonna go chill with these guys.
Yeah,
let me ask you a question. Ralph
Yeah,
has bolted the wall. Do you think you can take that?
He looks at the electricity that you just shot from your hands. Fuck no.
Then you'll be safer with the group. Just stay with them.
Considering
Yep,
that
nope,
was
you
my
convinced me.
equivalent of swinging a pickaxe, you should probably go stay with the group.
All right, fuck this shit. I'm out. He just turns around and walks away. He's like,
Yeah.
"Thanks, by the way. Y'all rule."
Just stay with the group, and we'll be there to lead you somewhere safe.
Turns around. He's, "You got any drugs?"
He does. Points to
Just
Joe.
look over.
You point to
at
Zhao.
Zhao.
Zhao puts both his hands up. No. Just go stay with the group. You don't do drugs.
You don't just offer up another man's drugs. What's wrong with you?
He's got lots of it.
Yeah,
I would be
as-
willing to pay him for it.
The
And
guy
what-
just kind of shrugs, just walks away, and Zhao's just glares at you.
Yeah, but you know what your money can't do down here? Buy him more drugs.
Yes, it can.
No, it
Not
can't,
down
because this
here.
is a very... white leaf don't grow down here. This shit's hard to find. Takes him out and, like, pops it in his mouth.
Ralph pats Shao on the back. Don't worry, I know, I understand.
He's, like, chewing. He's like, yeah. Let's go.
Mm,
All right,
Which
save. Yeah, and just kind of checking out the other one. It leads up to the north, which you presume to connect to the hallway you were just in, and then down further to the south. You do hear more mining down further to the south. Quite a bit more. There's lots of pickaxe strikes.
Should we
Can
go?
I squeeze through here?
Yeah, you can actually. If you're like kind of investigating, there is a little connection that leads through here as well that like has obviously been mined out.
Neat. Hi, Shao.
Oh wow. Okay. Hi. Do we
Use
follow
invisible.
the strikes? Okay. You're invisible. There are a number of other people here. You see 4 more people in total down here that are all continuously mining. All of them are collared.
All right, well, I didn't fail any of them, so.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you managed to free all of them. It's this elven woman, there is 2 human males. One of them can't be older than like probably 12. And then this really big furry looking individual. You're not sure what that is until you get a better look at him, and it's a massive fucking bugbear. and freeing all of them. The bugbear goes into a rage almost instantly, just rages out of his mind and starts beating the shit out of the rock, and turns around to you and lifts his pickaxe, and it looks like he's about to hit you when he stops.
Help! Help!
I wouldn't advise it.
Drops his pickaxe.
There are some other survivors that we saved that could use protecting until we lead you guys somewhere safer.
He's still, like, clearly just in this furious rage.
Point me to a target and I will kill it.
Rel lightning bolts the wall. Do you think you can take that?
I could eat you.
Bugbears are pretty
That would-
strong.
Be a bad idea.
I think you would taste terrible.
She
yeah,
does.
Very salty.
and
Like bad pork.
yeah, that and I'd give you the worst case of indigestion.
You have saved me. I owe you a debt. Point me to your target and it will die.
How about you exert this rage protecting other people?
I will protect them. With my life. Where are they?
They're outside of a portal not too far from here.
Picks up his pickaxe.
I will consume the bones of their enemies.
Just like
Alright.
runs.
Uh,
One of the little boys just like watching him going. Whoa, he's crazy.
he's angry. He's an angry individual.
I'm angry too. Those people were mean.
Well,
That was the most
My arms
passive-aggressive
hurt.
anger I've ever heard in my life. Non-energetic anger? I don't know.
My arms hurt. You have any food?
Good question.
the people would have taken the food with them.
That's enough food for 5 people for a day or something like that.
Let's
Been a while since I've cast Create Food and Water.
let's see. Create food and water. It is enough. You create 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water on the ground or in containers within range.
Fucking
Enough to
ton of-
sustain up to 15 humanoids or 5 steeds for 24 hours.
There will be food with the others.
All right. So yeah, that's quite a bit.
So make it to the portal, go through, and stay with
So, half rations, it could feed 30 people for 24 hours.
Yes. Yeah, it could.
So yeah, this way.
him. Yeah.
All right. Oh. Okay. I guess I'll go there. I'll see if I can find my father.
We'll be.
There's the elf woman kind of takes the kid for a second. You don't need to go alone. Let's go.
All of you go together. Straight that way. Go back and then go up.
Okay.
till you hit
That
the-
makes 9 prisoners you have saved. Just like I feel like we're doing good things here. We're doing good work. Good job, bro.
Did somebody just praise me? What the fuck?
Yes,
job.
very good job, Rel. Just let's try not to get favors
She was
out
mind
of them.
controlled. Oh, okay.
I appreciate you coming to my defense.
I'm just saying.
Nope, can't defend that one.
Oh.
Still, good job.
Hopefully, there's no more children. Let's go.
And on that day, Rel's heart grew 3 times larger. Although 3 times 0 is still 0, so you know.
Hey. She's not actually at 0. She's a sequence of infinity approaching 0.
And 3 times that is still... Wouldn't that make it even smaller?
No, it would make it a sequence of it would make it a sequence of an infinity approaching 0 3 times smaller than the one that... Well, 3 times larger than the one that existed previously.
Which is still a sequence.
Of infinity approaching 0. You've gone from
Yeah.
y to y divided by 3.
Yeah.
Oh god.
In other words, yeah. Hey, anyway, so let's find out what the fuck's up here.
Okay. Which way are you going? Cool. Boop, boop, boop. Delete all these villagers since you just killed them all.
Yep. Totally just killed them all.
Kind of going further upwards, you start to hear these loud, angry sounds. It's like a wailing, but it's not. Like short, angry barks almost. Is what you're hearing, and they seem to be coming from further down this hallway. And the further you travel, the louder they get. Until you finally come across an open door and see.
The fuck is that?
What the hell is
see-
that?
Chained within this room, a large, terrifying monster. You're not sure what it is. You've never seen anything like this, in fact. However, the second that it sees you, it strains against its chains, attempts to break free. It has this huge mouth that almost seems like it could swallow you whole, and it just chomps at you. The chains hold it. Though, eyeing the chains themselves, you're not sure how long they would last.
Cool. I want to throw a coin into its mouth.
Okay,
Oh god.
toss a coin. You flip a coin, it just bites you.
Oh, while it's in the air, I say exchange.
Well, that's in the air. Okay, yeah. The bead hits it instantly because it's just swallowed this coin.
You
Go
just
ahead and
gonna
roll me
back up.
12d6, please.
Grenades.
Grenades.
We're trying not to make
How many of
sounds?
these guys do you? How many of these guys do you have?
I have 15 in my pouch, and there was 15 in Amalia's.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
How many more do you have after that? Make sure you guys are tracking these really closely.
Okay, so Rel just used 2,
Yeah.
Mhm.
so I'll take one from Amalia's and mine. Or does Rel have some?
I have some. I just gotta find them.
Hopefully in a pouch that isn't going to make them explode.
Oh, that's right. I didn't have them. I was keeping them in.
Amalia.
Keeping them in the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, 51 points of damage to this thing. As you watch it swallow the coin, and then instantaneously you just see this flash of light from part of its body, like its whole body glows for a second as the fireball explodes within it. It just collapses to the ground for a moment, and then it gets back up and immediately begins straining against its chains again. It almost didn't even phase it. As you watch, one of the chains snaps off the wall.
Oh
I
god.
was just like, hello? Oh god. Okay, shit. That didn't do shit to it. And it just keeps straining against the chains. From this point forward, I will ask you all, please roll me initiative.
Oh no. I made it mad.
I
course
did
you-
it
You made
finally.
it extremely mad. Ooh, nice.
I mean, yeah, it broke a chain. I would say it's mad.
Zhao.
Hungry.
It is hungry.
Really, if you just toss him a Snickers, he'll be fine. You're not you when you're hungry.
I mean, there's tons of dead bodies we could go get.
I mean, I don't think anyone is you when they're hungry. She's a slime.
Exactly, that's true. That's true.
God damn it.
Good one.
I can think of another word that starts with S, but I'm proud of her for it, so. Spectacular. The word is spectacular.
Well, thank you.
All right, let's see here. All right, Amalia, you get the first go in this initiative order as it breaks one of the chains, just snaps. It's got another chain holding it in place, but it turns around and wraps its hand around the chain and starts pulling.
What's the game plan, guys?
Josh's just like, what the fuck is that?
We have to kill it! Guys can't see you. We have to kill it, otherwise we're going to die. It's going to chase us.
Yeah, I like killing it. Let's kill it.
So, okay,
I guess
yeah,
I would
sure.
be like up here.
thing now snarling. Okay, that's fine.
Because I had to be within sight to throw it.
Yeah. It's not like snarling at you and trying to pull its chain out of the wall. Amalia, what you got?
I could probably get it. Can you get it to eat the divination potion that makes it smaller?
Diminution.
Diminution, sorry.
Oh,
I mean, it ate that coin with no reserves at all, and it doesn't seem very smart. So, probably.
You have it in your you have it in your handy haversack, I think. I think I put it in there.
I'm gonna go get some snacks.
Oh, okay. Sure.
No, it's not. It's in my bag. Damn.
Well, right now it's not looking at us, is
Did
it?
Rel not roll initiative? Yeah, she... No?
Oh?
Yeah, she did. It's an 8, but she's not on the turn order.
She didn't click her token.
I'll roll. Roll the same number. Okay, that's weird. All right, continue.
That
Sorry.
works. What was it? Was I do not see one in here.
It's in my bag. Shit.
Yeah. And you is kind of far away, so. Amalia, what you doing?
I don't know, man. I don't want to die. How does Wall of Ice work? No, because we
It's a
can't
pretty cool
see.
spell.
I'm back.
I will wait
Welcome back.
on that one for now. I'm just gonna pull out a bow, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Is it a pretty
try and
bow?
think-
Haha.
Yes.
Like yeah. You have your actual bow for firing arrows is actually just a bow that you would put on a present.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Just chucking it at it, and somehow it manages to do a shit ton of damage because Hexblade doesn't make any sense.
it's the
It's true.
prettiest bow
That's
that
the
ever
truth.
lived.
If you think about it,
Actually-
Hexblade turns all your weapons into Eldritch Blasts.
Actually, first I'm going to cast Hexblade's Curse on it because this thing is scary.
It is pretty spooky.
And then I'm gonna bring out my bow. Do I still have this? I do still have it here.
Oh
Ooh.
shit.
Oh no! Does the first one hit?
Yes, 21 hits barely.
Okay. What do you mean barely?
It hits barely.
I'm guessing
12
20.
and 16 plus 8. That's a lot of damage from just a fucking auto attacks. Jesus Christ. You also get, you put Hexblade's Curse on. Oh, you have that roll in there. That's right.
Yeah.
That is 36 points of damage. That's a lot of damage. As you take your bow and the phoenix feathers appear around this thing's head, you shoot the arrows at him. 2 arrows in succession, and one of the, or I guess 2 of the phoenix feathers just explodes into his face as the necrotic damage strikes him. And it is necrotic damage from your Hexblade's Curse, correct?
I don't actually remember.
It is. He's
is?
not resistant. Yeah, it is, and he's also not
Okay.
resistant to it anyway. So, as this strikes him, he kind of dips down for a second and stops pulling, and he just looks at you. And that is 36 points of damage in total to him. He has been hurt, but he's definitely not bloodied, even with that coin. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Amalia, as you take your bow, fire 2 arrows, it is now your turn.
Yeah.
Actually, no, at the end of your turn, Amalia, the Hungry is going to use a Paragon action, and is going to try to break free.
Oh no.
16. As he pulls, the chain's not coming loose, and he's like, and that's his turn. All right, it's now your turn.
Oh, use invisible. But
Yeah.
yeah. Can she see it from there? Not actually being.
No, you'd have to get into like a line of sight with it.
Okay, I could get. Let me reverse the side of my tokens. Could get here. I'm going to shoot it with a crossbow bolt with advantage.
Okay.
14 does not hit. I don't think.
14 does not hit. No, not even close. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep. And then you's going to move this way
Okay.
with the bonus action dash just in case.
Gotcha. As you kind of dash away, yeah, that's going to end your turn, and now its turn has started. The Hungry is going to go ahead and use its action to break free, or attempt to break free of this chain. Wow, okay, it can't seem to break free of the chain. You notice the chains are this really dark color with like almost white marbling through them. You recognize the material that this chain is made out of. This is adamantine. And it seems to be unable to actually break the chain. However, the fastens that actually connect this chain to the wall, different story. And you watch the wall is now like this indestructible wall, as a note, is now being like broken slightly. Pretty strong guy. Unfortunately, still not strong enough to break out. That is the end of his turn, and it is now Rel's turn.
Cool.
Hey, welcome back.
I thought I was back earlier.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Sorry.
Oh yeah. So I've been here since Amalia shot at it. Right. I'm gonna do Rel things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna catch Storm Sphere.
Okay.
Let me read Storm Sphere. I don't suppose if I just ping it, it'll. Nope. Right. I guess I'll use that attack rolls the bolt from Storm Sphere. So.
Gotcha. Okay. So you're casting Storm Spear
I-
on top of it, or?
A 20-foot radius, so I want it to end here.
Gotcha.
So,
It's a 20-foot radius, not diameter.
yeah. So, yeah, I
Okay,
guess on
so
top
it's
of it.
40-foot radius. Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Something like this. Do you want it like further up, like
Yeah,
this right here?
yeah, it's perfect.
Okay, got it. So the storm sphere suddenly fills the room. Doesn't necessarily obscure this thing, but does like kind of make vision a little bit more difficult towards it. However, it's now in the middle of a storm sphere trying to break out of its chains.
It must make a strength saving throw, and since it's restrained, does it fail those?
No, it doesn't fail if you're restrained. Oh, that's dex saves.
Okay.
Disadvantage on dex saves is what it has right now. Strength save. Not proficient in these, but it's pretty strong, except for
That's a
today.
failure.
Not very strong today.
That is 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
2d6. Wow.
All right, 2 points of damage. And it's bludgeoning.
Yep.
All right, 1 point of damage.
Wouldn't it? Oh, no,
Technically,
it's
it's
not lightning damage,
magical.
Each creature in the sphere, when it appears or at the end of its turn, must succeed on a strength saving throw or
Yeah.
take 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm. It's resistant to all bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage,
okay.
even magical.
Damn.
All right.
All right.
And then that is. I also rolled a 24 for the bonus action for the bolt.
Gotcha. Yeah, that hits for sure.
I don't know if this is going to cast the proper one. It did not. So I'm just gonna. What is that? 4d6? Yeah, 4d6 lightning damage.
Mhm.
10 points of lightning damage. I ignore resistances to lightning damage.
I'm looking at something. Yeah, that'll work. All right. So as the lightning strikes it, you may ignore resistances to lightning damage. However, I need you to roll me a d6.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay, yeah. The lightning strikes it, and you watch this shimmer over its skin for a second. As the lightning arcs through its body, it almost seems to try to absorb it, but it might have failed, as it takes 10 points of lightning damage. And 1 point of bludgeoning damage. Still not bloodied, not even close, really. This thing is fighting, and it is angry, and it is hardy, and it is kind of spooky. Also kind of ugly. All right, Rel, is that the end of your turn?
There ain't no kinda to it.
Yeah, I guess.
You're gonna have to
Hey,
show me the
as
full image of this fucker later.
It's pretty ugly. Here I will show you the full image of this fucker.
Thank you.
Let me just delete this information that it has in its bio that is publicly available. All right, you should be able to see this pop up, but you shouldn't be able to see its character sheet.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not pleasant looking. It looks like it was a person maybe at one point. But it's probably not anymore. All right, Rel, at the end of your turn, it's going to go ahead and use a Paragon action, and it's going to try to break free again.
ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly.
You're looking pretty bad, yo. 23, the chain snaps off the wall. As it pulls it, it just destroys some of the rock. While the chain doesn't break itself, it still remains connected to this thing. It is now free. And it turns. It just runs towards all of you. It's going to get right here. And that is where its turn ends. Yin.
Difficult terrain.
Oh, good point. It has 30 feet of movement. You can get right here. Runs towards you slowly. Yin, it's now your turn.
Yeah, Yen's gonna attach to Zhao and help him, whatever he's going to do.
Okay, she has to help with something specific, and she has to be within 5 feet
It's
of
an
the...
attack that she's gonna help with if he gets close to it.
So she's holding a help action.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, that works. All right, Zhao.
All right, well, fucking... What does the reach on this creature look like?
It's got pretty long arms. Probably pretty long reach. Not positive, but might be pretty distant.
All right.
Its arms are
Where-
longer than Amalia's glaive.
All right, we're going to risk it for the biscuit. John's going to walk up and smack it.
Okay. Okay. It runs into the storm sphere.
Wait, was
fuck
that
it, I
its
guess.
turn? Oh, no, that was a
That was its Paragon action. Yeah.
Right.
He's like, all right, fuck it, I guess. Let's go. And he just
Yeah.
runs past.
Where is his sheet? There it is. All right, so he's gonna smack with that old out of sight mace. That's 23.
23 hits, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
7 points bludgeoning damage and divine strike 6.
What?
13 points of damage. As he runs and smashes his mace into this thing's face.
Well, it has resistance to the bludgeoning, doesn't it?
It does. So yeah, that is that would be what, 3 plus 6? Yeah, 9. 9 points of damage in total. It does not have resistance to the radiant damage. It's not vulnerable to it, but it also doesn't have resistance. And let's see something here real quick. It is pretty annoyed at Zhao. As Zhao gets closer, this thing seems like it's about to just try to swallow him whole. Is that the end of Zhao's turn?
No, he's gonna move over here.
Okay, gotcha.
Yen?
This thing's gonna make a bite attack against Zhao
Well, fuck.
as a
That misses.
attack of opportunity. Okay, cool. 16. As it just tries to bite him as he slips just outside of its bite range. Seems okay. All right, Zhao's turn is over. Amalia.
Fuck it. I'm gonna cast. Does this require concentration? Fuck, it does. I'm gonna cast Shadow of Moil on myself.
The unseen servant would still be
Ooh.
with us.
Technically, it would still be. Yeah, you're correct. The unseen servant, like, just hanging out off the side. All right, you cast Shadow of Moil to yourself. You bring out the emerald, and the emerald suddenly explodes with this dark green energy, and the green turns into orange, which turns into this deep red, and now you have this kind of trail of fire that just surrounds you, and fire and shadow just kind of overcomes you for a moment.
I'm gonna switch to Conzadash and then move forward.
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of this thing.
It's gonna be beaten up.
Cry internally, and that's my turn.
That's right, because Shadow of Moil is a action. All right, that is the end of your turn. It is now You's turn.
Yes. You is going to hide as a bonus action.
Okay, make me a stealth check, please.
I'm non-existent.
Whew! 33. Yo, gong. Yeah, you're pretty sure you're well hidden.
Yeah, I'm gonna run and I guess.
So hungry.
Let's see. Yeah, just I guess try to shoot a bolt at it. 22,
Okay. That's gonna hit.
and I get sneak attack. There.
Eight plus 12. Your bolts impact and don't do quite as much damage as you might hope, but that is still 10 points of piercing damage as the bolt impacts. He grabs it and just takes it out, and then eats the bolt.
Yeah, I hope that's nourishable. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm done.
Okay. Next up is its turn. At the start of its turn, I believe it takes some damage.
No, it has to end its turn in the
Gotcha. However, Amalia and Zhao are currently in front of it.
Yep.
How smart is this thing? Oh, it's real dumb. Okay.
I just want to eat.
Hungry.
As it runs, it looks at you, Amalia,
Amalia.
and it's going to make some attacks against you.
That's really creepy. Why does it know your name?
That's what I'd like to know.
Like, hello? Fuck this shit. 10 and 13 both, I think, are going to miss. However, it gets close. As it gets close to you, you start to feel kind of sick.
Wait, isn't that a 10 and a 10?
Oh, technically, yes, because you have...
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
The thing?
It
I mean, it would have
can...
missed anyways, but...
You don't think it can see through your darkness. However, maybe this the DM forgot that it has disadvantage on all attacks against you. All right. It was going to end its current turn. Rel.
All right. So I guess we start doing. Does it absorb magic?
You're not sure, but maybe it seems to have some kind of weird magical property to it, as your magic is interfacing with it strangely.
Okay, I just wasn't sure, like, if the level of the spell mattered.
You're not positive.
You'd have to do some experimenting, which probably isn't advised.
Yeah, you've never seen anything like this before. This is some kind
Yeah.
Well, you've seen something slightly similar in old textbooks called flesh golems, but this is something way beyond that.
Okay, so just so we're clear, like, a 4th level spell is affected by whatever it is.
You're not sure. You cast the Storm Sphere, so it seemed to try to absorb it for a moment, but it failed.
Okay.
So you're not positive.
All right. I'm a bolt it.
Okay, sure. Go ahead. 10, as it just ricochets away. It doesn't even hit it.
All right. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to bolt it.
Okay. 15
Well, that's
doesn't hit. Again, just your aim's off as it kind of runs at Amalia while screaming her name. You kind of get shaken for just a second, like, what the fuck, hello? and that kind of moment, that just brief instant of lapse of concentration kind of throws you off a little.
It has to make a strength saving throw.
Right, because it ends its turn. Okay.
Yep.
Strength saving throw. Boop, 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 boop.
That's
9 fails. Okay.
So
2d6 or 2d8 bludgeoning damage?
2d6, right?
Think
yes,
so.
2d6.
Okay. 5 points in bludgeon. Oh, I'm sorry. So 2 points of bludgeoning damage to it.
Buddy.
As the storm sphere is like picking up little bits of debris from it, shattering the wall behind it. It's kind of pelts it. Doesn't seem to affect it very much. So that's the end of your turn, Rel.
Yeah.
At the end of your turn, the creature screams again, just outright screams, and you hear it say again, "Oh, Amalia!" and just bites down at Amalia. It's going to go ahead and use a Paragon action to bite and claw at Amalia. 22 and 21.
Disadvantage.
That's right.
Yeah.
16 and 19.
We still both hit.
Gotcha. Okay. So you are going to take. Are you resistant to necrotic damage?
I am.
Perfect. Okay. You're gonna take 25 points of damage in total. 20 of that is slashing, 6 of that is piercing, 5 of that is necrotic. As it bites you, it kind of grabs you with both hands and just lifts you up. The strength of this creature is fucking ridiculous. It just lifts you up off the ground like your featherweight. And just bites into your shoulder. You are currently considered grappled.
Oh no.
The 13 should still succeed. If you're concentrating, which I think you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 13 succeeds because you had to roll a 10 or higher, so you're fine.
Okay.
Yep.
I was like, oh,
However,
no, please.
yeah, you are currently grappled with both of its hands. It just lifts you up in the air and digs these like weird webbed finned claws into you.
Also that.
That's right. It does take some necrotic damage from each attack, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it
2d8 per
whenever a
attack.
creature? Oh yeah. Sweet.
14 points of damage to it as the shadows leap out to it. It doesn't react to them, but you can tell it's being hurt by them as they like disintegrate part of its body, which is really weird to see. It just kind of rots away. This thing's bloodied at this point, although you don't see any blood. So, Yin, it's now your turn.
Question. Is
Yes.
Amalia going to attempt to break the grapple?
Takes an action, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does. Or yeah. It's an action to escape. It's an escape DC of 16. It's a strength check, or a acrobatics check. Sorry, either
Okay.
one.
Yin's gonna help
Hello,
Amalia
Dominus.
do an attack.
Hello.
Do the help action.
Okay. Is she helping for an attack, or is she helping for a?
She's helping.
Zhao would say, I've got Amalia.
Okay. Then
Okay,
I guess
what's Yin
Yin's
doing?
gonna sting at him if he's got
Yeah,
Amalia.
she can. Okay. Makes one of them their sting attacks. That just hits. 3
Yeah,
points.
Zhao has a thing.
Yeah.
Zhao has some crazy shit.
I
Are you gonna
forgot
freedom of
about
movement?
that ability.
Yeah, freedom of movement.
That is so good. This thing is not immune to poison, surprisingly.
Can it fail
gonna
the
make
save?
It can.
Oh god.
Does not do that though.
That would be
Easily
funny as
succeeds
hell.
on the save. Still takes a point of piercing damage as Yin's stinger just stabs into it. However, it does succeed on the poison save. That's the end of Yin's turn. Zhao.
Zhao's gonna cast freedom of movement on Amalia.
Okay. And
Great spell.
Amalia, you are. Does that free her instantly from a grapple, or
The duration of the target's movement is unaffected by difficult terrain, and spells and other magical effects can neither reduce the target's speed nor cause the target to be paralyzed or restrained.
she can?
The target can also
5
spend
feet
5
of
feet of
movement.
movement to automatically escape. Yeah, so
So on her turn, she can spend 5 feet of her movement to immediately
Yep.
escape from this grapple. Cool.
um,
That's Zhao's
and that's-
action as he just reaches over and he just grabs her leg as she's like up in the air.
Yep, and it seems really focused on her. Oh, he can't cast that as a bonus action.
He's got an action.
Right. No, freedom of movement was his action. It's only cantrips as bonus actions, right?
Yes.
Um,
That it?
yeah, it's his turn.
Okay. End of his turn. Amalia, you are currently grappled, although you suddenly feel very spry and light.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the 5 feet of movement to get out of that shit. Fuck that.
Yep. You just twist around and just almost slip out of this thing's grasp without much effort at all. And it looks down at you as you hit the ground in this moment of surprise, but also this moment of like wistful agony.
Like my food.
Yeah.
Important
It's
note.
like, uh-huh.
Is this a humanoid?
It is
Okay.
not.
It's been twisted.
Damn it.
Its expression is one of somebody that just bought a $7 ice cream at the county fair and then dropped it on the ground.
Yeah. That would suck ass.
All right, now I just feel bad for it.
Right?
Can I like roll a charisma check to
Can't
comfort
unsee
him?
that now.
I would like to give the creature a hug.
It's like, ah!
No!
It's okay, I'm here for you.
Amalia.
All right, I've had enough of this thing shit. These have advantage.
Oh god.
Oh, Jesus
Oh
Christ.
fuck.
Mad laughter ensues from the warlock.
It begins.
Just instant fucking 20.
Yep, roll damage. Let's see if you one-shot this thing. We'll...
Damn.
I think they were both max, but they were.
Oh my god!
Got one more roll.
Go with yes.
Can you roll a second damage? Oh yeah.
Yep, next roll.
The second one even hit.
Yes, it does. 20 hits.
Yeah, it's
Yen hit a 20.
47 points of damage. It's not one shot, but you just hit half of its remaining HP in one single turn.
I'm gonna
Jeez.
action
Oh, well.
surge and do it again.
I'm gonna action surge.
47 fucking points. Jesus
I
Christ.
honestly am tempted to start taking points in fighter.
Please no.
I'm gonna action surge.
Amalia's over here like, not even Amalia, Spirit's over here like, I would like to one-shot all your bosses, please.
It's like every boss fight too.
I feel like internally every time Rin hears Curse of Hexes or Hexblade's Curse, just like, oh, fucking whatever.
Just fucking
This fight's over.
anti-bruiser Amalia. Okay, so yeah, this thing is close to death at this point. It is feeling the pain. However, it is still alive and is angry. It's not just angry, it's hungry. Amalia, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Amalia.
And it looks at Zhao.
What?
Oi.
And then that's going to be the end of your turn. It's now your turn.
You's gonna back up just a little bit. Oh, fucking monstrosities. And stealth.
I feel like you Googled this thing.
25.
It's definitely a monstrosity. Yeah, that's a success.
And she loads well, technically he form. He loads one of the enchanted bolts.
Okay, you just kind of load it and
Yeah.
then pop
Pops
out from
up.
behind the corner. Advantage on the attack and sneak attack.
Yeah.
Please don't crit my boss. Okay, I mean, 26 still hits,
Almost.
but
That's a 19.
almost.
So do I roll the normal bolt and then add the 2d
2d12.
2d12? Oh, wait.
You might still kill this thing. We'll see. You can't. You're in the range. Ooh, that's really close. 20 points of damage. Reduced down to 10. This thing is hanging on for dear life. However, it's still hurting quite a bit. Actually, that 9 is lightning damage, isn't it?
It's lightning damage.
Okay, hold on. So that's 5 and then plus 9. So that's not plus 10. That's 14 points of damage. So another another minus 4. Okay. All right. It's still alive. Yeah, just barely.
He
And
moves
that's
to
the end of your
other
turn?
Yep, move to the other side of the hall.
It is now the Hungry's turn again. Zhao kind of like steps up to it for a second, but it just kind of shoves Zhao to the side and makes this huge swipe attack at you, Amalia. It's gonna go ahead and it's gonna like hard focus you.
Oh.
Wow.
Does he
As
get his claws?
Zhao-
Does he get his claws stuck?
No, but as he spins from the sheer momentum, his turn ends, and the next attack against him has
Strength save.
disadvantage- or advantage.
Strength save.
That's right, strength save. We'll see if he even lives through this. Okay, success, so half damage.
All right. No, he doesn't take any damage.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, Rel.
You said the next attack has advantage?
The next attack has advantage against him as he's like thrown off balance.
Nice. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use my bonus action to use the Storm Sphere bolt. So that's a 20. That hits.
That hits, yeah.
All right, cool. I'm going to maximize the damage.
Okay, and that's from
So-
your bolt cantrip.
No, it's not from my bolt cantrip. That's from the Storm Sphere. Oh, no. Actually,
right.
yeah, that would be from bolt because I have
Sure.
advantage on the Storm Sphere. So yeah, that's what 20 damage.
I mean it's 20 to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
I don't have to. I maximized it.
Oh, okay. How much damage does bolt do?
20 max.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Roll me a d6.
All right.
Oh no.
Watch gets the sick.
Oh,
God, if you heal it for 20.
as the spell strikes it, it seems to absorb the magic of the spell somehow. You're not sure what. Does no damage.
Does no damage.
Yeah. This thing also gains plus 20 damage to its next attack.
What?
What?
Oh
Cool.
god.
Cool. Cool. I'm very happy with that, boss.
I swear to God, if you do it again.
Do it again.
All right. I'm gonna quick a spell and call lightning.
Oh god.
Yes.
Oh god. Please.
I don't want to die like this, please.
Okay, second spell.
I hate
Call
to
lightning.
say this, but
Yep,
you're
go ahead.
supposed to be saving your spell slots.
Dex save.
Yep, next save.
9
It fails.
fails. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Roll damage.
I'm gonna maximize that too.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yep.
What are just lightning just strikes this thing? Storm Sphere disappears the second the lightning bolt goes down.
Yep.
What's the maximum damage on it?
The amount of ruckus she's making.
Let's find out. It is 30.
30 maximum damage. Rel, how would you like to do this?
Oh God.
It can't absorb or reflect anything that it has to make a saving throw against. It's only attack rolls.
Okay.
Well, I'm really glad that gamble paid off.
Yep.
I would like to
Dead.
basically consolidate the storm sphere into a storm above its head and direct all of the electrical energy into
Oh.
one singular lightning bolt straight down through its body.
All this fucking man, that's good shit. All this this swirling mists and rain and stuff inside the storm sphere just all consolidates into this ball that floats directly above its head, this tiny fist-sized ball, and it suddenly flashes with lightning as all the like pent-up static electricity and friction inside of it explodes outwards into a lightning bolt that strikes it and just disintegrates this thing into ash. Just and it just whisks away as you annihilate the Hungry, a modified, terrible experiment of the illithids, presumably.
Well,
I'll take
it's
that 14 health.
it's a no-brainer that it was a fucking monstrosity. Just saying.
Yeah. Could have been an aberration or an undead.
Still fucking ugly as hell monstrosity.
Still not as ugly as me.
No. There's two miners up there.
Yeah, as you kind of look, you can see them at the end of the hallway just mining away.
Oh. Alright, well, if you guys want to check this room for... Oh, I guess I should probably help with searching for loot, huh?
Yeah.
If you'd like.
Yeah.
We're not gonna talk about the fact that it called my name like 5 times?
I mean, it's dead now.
That's because it was trying
Oh,
not, it was
that's not
asking
what I
not
wanted
to
to
kill it.
How did it know my name?
I mean, that is pretty creepy. It also looked at me and said my last name, so that I'm not really like, okay, I don't want this.
Wait, it said your last name?
Way.
Yeah, so do I.
It might have mind control or mind probing element to it.
Maybe, I don't know.
It's a monstrosity. It could literally be in your nightmares or your mind or figure out details about you that we don't know about.
Amalia, is your last name Amalia?
No. What, you think my name is Amalia?
No, I think you have a different first name that you haven't told us.
No.
That's kind of a leap.
Well, I mean, it said
You can
your
roll an
last
insight
name-
check if you like.
I would, yes.
He just looks confused.
Oh, well, ignore the guidance as a 9.
Okay, 1 second. Yeah. So for a 9, pretty sure she's lying.
Wait, what?
What?
All right.
She might be lying. You're not sure, but maybe. I mean, seems suspicious.
The best part is I introduced myself with my first and last name to the party. So
You
now
did.
we're all like a fucking idiot.
It's fucking
Oh.
wonderful.
Did you?
She
Yes,
did.
I did.
I don't remember Amalia's first name.
I forget it,
Last name?
but she did.
Everyone's just like staring at Rel like, aren't you the smart one?
There's a reason Raul keeps journals.
So, like, the thing with our names is pretty creepy.
So, but why did I call you by your last name?
I don't know.
To freak
Maybe
you
that's
out.
secretly his first name.
It's not.
With Rel's logic, I mean.
Way is
Well,
the name that
what's
I
your
chose
last
myself
name?
whenever I left for Mirvanin. In Mirvanin, you don't have last names. You have a name and a rank, and that's it.
Oh.
But in Wildspeak, you know, those of us that left, we got to pick a last name. I picked Way. I picked Way because it was my grandmother's name.
Oh.
It was trying to throw you off balance, I think. Mentally.
Wait, what's
It
Amalia's
kind of
last name?
worked.
Pretty creepy.
No one's gonna answer me.
What?
Wait, what?
I'm not
what's
listening to your stupid rambling anymore.
What's your last name?
Rivers! Amalia
Oh.
Rivers.
Oh. Alright, so loot.
Yeah, loot and then save the poor people that are up there.
Yeah, they're just still mining. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere. It's fine.
Even Zhao's like, yeah, they'll be fine.
Do I need to cut this thing open too?
There's not a body left.
Oh, thank God!
let's see here.
I didn't want to have to.
What level are you guys? We're level 10.
10.
Yeah.
Wow.
What? Don't
What's
sound
that?
surprised.
I mean, we did kind of throw a delayed fireball in there first.
Well, I mean, we didn't cast it. Just a magic item we got.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I think under normal circumstances we wouldn't have that, so.
How long are these things? I'm pretty sure they're 30 feet apiece. Yes, they are. That is all the loot that's in this room. There is some, like, there was some kind of strange machine in here, but you gather it's long since been abandoned and destroyed. Presumably by this creature. And then also the creature itself had 2 adamantine chains affixed to its wrists, which held it in place. Each of the chains is 30 feet long, and they are, adamantine. Given the density of adamantine, which is denser than steel, like by quite a bit, it's actually denser than lead. These things probably weigh upwards of 30 pounds each. So that's 60 pounds of adamantine, which you guys know is a fairly valuable material.
Yes.
At the same time, it's currently in the form of chains, which are presumably virtually unbreakable by any kind of mortal creature.
Said 60 pounds
We could-
total.
Yes, each chain weighs 30 pounds, and they are each 30 feet.
You could
Each-
smelt that down, though, couldn't you?
You can. It's difficult to do, but you can smelt adamantine down. You usually need magic to do it, or like an enchanted forge.
You mean the thing that we have?
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
Rel-
Pocket-sized version.
Rel, you see 2 rather young elven children. Both of them look like wild elves, and they're probably no older than 10.
This is going to be where the dice fail me, and I'm going to actually go insane.
Oh,
All right,
Amalia, come
Oh.
help.
I'm helping.
all right. Advantage Arcana checks, 2 of them.
That's
29.
Oh, yeah, advantage. Thank you.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, no problems whatsoever. With advantage and guidance, it's hard to fail this.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent of like a +9 for you, on top of your already +12. You almost can't fail it. You
Yeah.
can, but almost not.
It's a 10% chance, assuming a nat 1 on the guidance,
Yes,
and without disadvantage. So, or without advantage.
that puts it down. Hold on. Quick guesstimate math. That puts it down to roughly a 4% chance, 4.5% chance to fail.
Assuming a nat 1 on the guidance.
Assuming a nat 1 on the guidance, which is 25% of the reduction. So that would actually be a 2. Rough estimate 2.8%.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, you easily managed to free both of them, and both of them kind of threw it on their pickaxes, and one of them stretches, and my arms hurt. And then the other one, they actually look like siblings potentially. They look remarkably similar. Both of them have this kind of dark skin, tan hair, kind of like dirty blonde color hair, and both of them have these bright green eyes, and so they look remarkably similar.
Oh no, it's twin Tituses.
I literally don't exist.
God damn it!
I'm fairly certain he has green eyes.
I think he does. Both of them fade out of existence, and they're just like, we defeated sin.
So, question. I should have asked this earlier, too, because it didn't click in my head. How do their clothes look?
Raggedy. They're nothing. They practically aren't wearing any. They are, but practically not. They're rags.
Creepy.
We can keep eyes on cloth and stuff later.
Well, Rel carries cloth.
She's a tailor, so
Yeah. I carry
Perhaps,
cloth and spare clothes on me.
perhaps
Sure.
after we get done, it's very dangerous here. So let's get them to the portal. That would be the wiser decision. If you got any spare clothes that may not fit them.
I'm going to. So I have tailor tools on me. I also have
Yes.
mending.
You do?
Yep.
You could work on these kids' clothes relatively quickly, but I would ask for an encounter die in the time that it takes you to fix both of them. You know, it'd probably take you in the neighborhood of 15 to 20 minutes. Keep in mind, mending's a 1-minute cast time.
Let's
What's-
block the hallway just in case.
What thought are we doing?
Rel's going to want to fit the small ones with clothing before we push
I
them out in
mean,
the cold.
can they even make it back to the portal?
We can walk them back, or I can
Oh, wow.
have Ian
Okay.
take him back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down and fix their clothing. I'm also going to fashion, because I totally forgot to do this for the other kid. Actually, I totally forgot to ask about their clothing. I'm going to fashion some warmer clothing for the other kid that we found as well.
Okay, and like tell them to take it back.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Oh shit.
Counter die.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an encounter die.
9.
9. Yeah, you guys sit down for a few minutes, kind of catch your breath really quickly, and take the few moments to get these kids kind of taken care of. They both seem grateful but confused. Like, what's going on? I feel weird. I'm hungry. I gotta pee.
We will take you to the other people that we have saved. There is food, water, safety.
At the mention of safety, food, and water, the brother, who seems to kind of be really defensive of his sister, kind of like steps in front of her, and she seems like she isn't ready to do anything or go anywhere. She is fucking done with existing right now.
You kind of just walks up and like,
but
she pretty much, he pretty much bends down and kind of, offers a piggyback ride.
I like to imagine you sound like your average anime protagonist, just like,
Hey kids, there's food and water on the other side. Just go, and there's plenty of food and water there. You'll be great.
and so, but the brother kind of steps in front of her for a minute and kind of separates her from y'all, and then kind of explains what's happening to her. You notice he's actually speaking Elvish, like a really thick Elvish accent as well. She doesn't appear to be nice. You notice rather rapidly. You notice that she does not appear to speak common. He does, but she does not. And so
I would have noticed that like way sooner then.
Yeah, fairly early on. Like while you're doing this, you notice and switch to Elvish.
I would have also been trying to comfort them as well.
Yeah, seems good.
I have a story feat for this.
They are wild elves, and wild elves have lived in some fucking crazy ass places. They also have a really hardcore culture sometimes where they grow up kind of young. Rel, just roll me a persuasion check here. With it.
All right, I was gonna say I have advantage on this.
Yes.
21.
Oh yeah, absolutely. 22, no problem whatsoever. I guess 21, but 22 if you have guidance. I don't care.
That would have been my version of helping as an elf.
Right. Yeah, easy enough. You get her to kind of respond a little bit more. She seems a little kind of distant. And after a few moments of helping out here, you fashion some slightly warmer clothes and some slightly better material. Mending helps quite a bit. Really quickly, you just mend some of these clothes together. It's a mishmash. It doesn't look good, but it's functional. So,
I mean, that's the point.
Yeah, it's functional. It's not, you ain't creating high fashion here, but it's functional and it should work, especially given that you have tents and blankets and stuff at the camp. So, how are you guys getting them back to the camp?
Let's walk them back. Do you guys want to walk or do you want a piggyback ride?
A piggyback ride?
You get them on your back and you carry them. Instead of the front way?
Why are pigs mentioned here?
I don't think anyone actually knows.
Hold on.
Do you expect me to know the lore behind it?
Are you Googling why it's called a piggyback ride?
Yes. Shut up. I Googled it and the first sentence is the pigs have sneaked in through human error. I'm just like, what? That is the most ominous sentence I've ever read in my entire life.
They're going to get us.
Not the pigs. Okay, Google also has no idea, so
I'm gonna lean down to help carry the girl, like gesture for the girl to get on Rel's back.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, it's called pickbacking, and piggyback has just evolved as slang. It was originally called pickbacking, and the word pick used to mean to carry or pitch, which pitch means throw. So pick used to mean to carry something on your back or to throw it. So I guess pickbacking is where it started, and then it turned into pigbacking, and then it turned into piggybacking. So it actually has nothing to do with pigs. Anyway, sorry.
Okay.
History
the more
lesson.
you know.
The more you know.
Fucking medieval English. It made sense. All right, so you guys are carrying them all the way back?
Yeah, we're going to, I would say, backtrack a lot of the ways. and
How old
then-
are they?
Probably like they're super young. They're like 10. And they're elves, which is like 10 is like newborns practically.
Yeah.
So we're taking them all the way back?
They don't count as weapons, do they?
No.
They can if you want.
You are not using the kids as weapons.
I'm not trying to use the kid as a weapon. I'm trying to make it easier for me to carry them.
Listen, if I can do it with 8 strength, you can do it.
Yeah, Yu's probably picked up one. Or the male, at least, if he wanted one.
You wanted one?
If he wanted to.
Do you want this one, child?
I'd like to buy one child, please.
I have a
Oh my
question.
god.
Yes.
So electricity can course over my body, right?
Oh god. Don't pick up the child.
No. I have an idea. So
Age of the child.
can I use the electricity to create like static electricity to I don't know. I don't know how much control over this is like actually feasible.
You could create like a very small, like the equivalent of rubbing your feet on carpet levels of static electricity. It's not a ton, and you don't have good control over it. You don't have dexterity over that.
All right.
But you could use it to create a little bit of static electricity.
Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to. I definitely wasn't going to put on like some kind of sock puppet show in my hair.
Oh yeah, no, it's not that level. Nowhere near that. No, you can make your hair stand up though, like an angry cat, but that's about as far as it goes.
It's so fitting.
I think angry cat fits Rel pretty well. It's an angry electrical cat. It's like a fucking house cat. She's even the type that would just like knock the glass off the shelf just because she can.
She totally wants to.
She's just like, fuck this glass. No, fuck you.
Somebody
What are you gonna do about it? Feed me a
she's
can of
just
food,
like,
bitch.
You son of a bitch! Just knocks the glass off. It's like what?
Exactly. Rel's the type of cat that would piss in the hallway because their owner left for 2 days.
Oh god. Okay. Okay.
As you walk the kids back, I need all of you to make me a stealth check, please. That includes Zhao.
With advantage. I got Yin.
Oh no. Why?
Zhao.
Oh no.
Well, that's a 2.
Oh no. All right. Okay, that is unfucking fortunate, you
I
guys.
dare you to throw something at me right now.
This is pretty bad.
Oh.
Let's see, we got.
I dare you.
Plus 15 plus 2 plus 3 divided by 4. That is a failure. All right.
You did
So-
30, right?
Huh?
You did 30, right?
Oh, did you have advantage?
Yes. Yin.
That could bring you up above. Let's
Yeah.
see.
Yin. Yeah. Yin would help.
Wait, what? 50 divided by 4. Wait, why is my fucking number? Oh, I have numlock off. 12.5. That is still a failure.
Fuck.
You needed a 13 or higher to succeed. Oof. All right, here you go. As you are coming back up, I'm gonna put you guys in some specific areas here. Who had piggybacks going?
I did.
You did.
You and Rel. Okay. Put Yin right here for the hell of it. All right. As you're coming back up, you turn a corner and you see yet again another patrol. This time, you see not visible to players. I don't want it to be visible to players. What the fuck? Hello, Roll20. Can you stop being fucking garbage? That'd be great. This time you see two of the strange small beholderkins floating around, and they are followed by one of the large dog creatures, the Shisuva. And you see, you all kind of stop for a moment, and it's a very Princess Bride moment, where they look at you, and you look at them, and you, like, it just kind of goes back and forth. Like, if there was a camera and this was cinematics, the camera would pan back and forth between the two of you for a second.
Yeah, you would be
And then-
like, what the fuck are you looking at in deep speech?
The spectators in deep speech would go, kill them! And the Shisuva leaps forward. I'm going to go ahead and clear the initiative order, and I need you all to go ahead and roll me some initiative as the patrol attacks you.
Important note, how tall is the ceiling in here?
35 feet, we'll go with. It's fairly
All right.
tall.
Alright. Oh wait, how long are our short rests? Are they still an hour long in this?
They're
Did
an
we
hour-
move to...
No.
Yeah.
It's an hour long.
It's an hour long. We moved to the 10 minutes in Child of Light just to see how it works, I think. If I
Child of
remember.
Light and Ashwinter.
That's right, it was an Ashwinter. Okay. Yeah. So far, I kind of like them. They're neat. But I remember, Amalia, you had a specific gripe with them that actually made a lot of sense. I don't remember what it was.
I think it was because they were limited throughout the day.
Yeah.
Yes, it's because there's a maximum of 2 of them per long rest, and you did not like that. That's right.
I don't really like
I mean,
that
I
either.
could always switch to a long rest warlock if it was.
Well, two per day, I think, is the maximum that you guys have gotten. But either way, if it's something you don't like, that's the point of trying stuff out, is to figure out if people like it.
We haven't really got to try it in Child
It's
of Light.
it's like Eve over here trying pie, because apparently she doesn't like it, but I've seen her eat it every time we've had it. Anyway,
It's certain types of pie. Other pies I don't really like.
when you say certain types of pie, do you mean all of them? Because I don't think
Yes.
I've ever seen you decline pie.
I've only eaten, the millionaire pie?
Millionaire, key lime, possum pie.
Which one's the possum pie?
It's like whipped cream and walnuts and
I
cream
can't
cheese.
really eat that, and I don't really like it.
Can you resort the combat order?
Did it not sort?
No.
Oh, it didn't.
Yeah.
Wow, weird.
Yep.
Okay. Beginning of combat. Rel, you actually have the first go as you see these things come around. I think you have the girl on your back.
Yep.
And she's just like, what the
Important point of order. Based off of previous experience, do I know that this creature needs to be able to see me to do its thing?
Which creature?
The
Oh, the little beholderkins? Yes.
Yeah.
You're fairly confident.
Cool. I cast darkness.
Just right on top of them?
Not right on top of them. No. Right in front of Amalia and Zhao.
Okay, gotcha. So darkness is what, 20 foot radius, so it's at 8 squares. So it's,
Yes.
we'll just put it right there.
Yeah. No, literally, right in front of them,
Then that would be right there. Okay, cool.
Yep.
And so that creates this. It just fills the entire hallway up to 15 feet from the ceiling.
So that is okay. Second question.
Yes.
Since
Your
that
action.
is, it's my action. Since I gained that from being a tiefling, I don't actually know the spell. Does that count as a spell towards what I can quicken spell?
Yeah. You can quicken spell anything that is a spell, even if it's cast from an object.
Well, no. So my question is if I were to quicken spell, am I limited to just a cantrip?
Oh yeah. Yes, you are.
Okay.
Yes, you're still
All right.
casting a spell there.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm going to end my turn there.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, cast darkness in your turn. The girl on your back just go, whoa, but in Elvish,
Yeah.
All right, Amalia, it's your turn.
I'm gonna cast Hex on the one up top.
Okay, the spectator.
Yeah.
Okay, that guy is Hexarenode.
Son of a bitch.
That is your bonus action. Is you just charge through the darkness. The darkness.
I can't
30 feet.
hit it. Now I'm sad.
You always have Eldritch Blasts.
That is fair.
Yes.
How much damage is that one? Alright,
A billion?
Yeah, I'll use Eldritch Blast then.
Okay.
Where is
You
it?
get 2,
Here.
right?
Yeah. Right now, you guys get 2.
Yeah.
And Hexbox on
Those-
both.
Yep.
Yep.
Those definitely hit 100%. Holy shit.
I didn't put some fucking.
This thing has fucking no AC. Yeah, and roll your hexes as well. Nice. 21 points of damage. Instantly bloody, this thing. Almost smeared against the wall. It's just like thrown backwards by the sheer force of the Eldritch Blasts, which are these like phoenix feather bolts just shooting out of your, I don't know, your eyeballs. I don't know. Where do your Eldritch Blasts come from?
Wait, my eyeballs. What?
They can come from wherever. It's Eldritch Blast.
They come
That
out of
just
my
gave me a
nostrils.
weird image.
All right, so you just like breathe out, and he's like breathe fire all over this guy.
I imagined like nipple tassel Eldritch Blast.
God fucking damn it.
That's for an exotic dancer. That's for an exotic dancer. Just saying.
God, just like that. There was that movie, Austin Powers, where she has like, just like pasties with
Gun nipples.
automatic machine guns. Yeah, what a fucking dumb movie.
That was the best
Nothing.
movie ever.
All right, so 2 Eldritch Blasts into this thing. It is damn near dead. It's not.
Very similar to. Oh, hold on. I don't think that's the full gif. He like pelvic thrusts the bra off after that.
Yeah. It's now your turn.
Okay.
They come out of my hands like normal human beings, man.
Listen, I wasn't sure if you had like heat vision going on or what. I've never asked.
I'm mostly like with the fucking nipple Eldritch Blast comment. Like, really? And now, thanks to Will, I spilled water all over the front of me.
All right, you. It's now your turn.
Came from, but I want to see it.
It's from a baseball anime, but it's not really a baseball anime.
You kind of adjust the kid and points a hand out and just casts Eldritch Blast.
Okay. He's just like,
As you adjust him, you want me to kill him?
Can you cast a spell?
No.
I can't
Then
listen.
no.
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 hold a hand out and the beam forms in your hand. Eldritch Blast?
Yes.
Okay. Which one?
The one that Amalia hit.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me. Ah, the 8 actually misses. The 15 definitely
Nope.
hits. though.
She has advantage. She's unseen.
That is technically true. All right, yeah. roll both of them, I guess.
I did.
This thing cannot see through the darkness. It does actually know where you are, and you can tell that it does. It does not seem to be able to see you directly, though. It just knows your general location.
And
You're not sure how it does that.
You kind of shifts over to the side and hides with the kid on his back.
Gotcha. And yeah, as the beams slam into this thing, it's not dead. It's still very much alive. However, it is definitely not having a good day. All right, so that is going to be the end of Yu's turn. For some reason, my turn order thing is being weird. It is now the dog creature's turn, and it is going to rush into the darkness. I guess it's it ain't no bitch. As it rushes, this one. No, actually, that's not how that works. Cool. Okay. It's going to make a bite and stinger attack against Amalia at disadvantage.
Oh!
Shit.
Lord almighty.
Fuck!
Lord almighty, all heaven above, I tell you what.
You're immune to poison.
Yeah, you're immune to poison right now. Ha!
Oh yeah, you
Bitch.
are, aren't you?
Nice. Ha, bitch. What the fuck? Who are you? Are you from a vine or something? You can't kill me.
Where's the poison damage coming from?
You just can't be
Uh,
paralyzed.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't be paralyzed because you're immune to poison damage and the condition. Important distinction, but a valid one.
So
You're
I
still
don't
gonna
have to
take
worry about the DC?
40 points of damage.
Guys, I got bad news.
What?
I'm unconscious.
This thing
shit.
pounces on Amalia, bites her in the shoulder, and you watch the tail stinger just stab her between the eyes.
And
And she
Zhao doesn't
just-
know.
Falls onto the ground.
It's okay. I'm not dead. Point
Yes.
of order. Constant dash. Vanishes.
Yep. Actually, it vanishes a
Um,
minute after you go unconscious, doesn't it?
Does it?
I believe so.
Well, if I die, it drops to the floor.
You're unconscious. You're not
But I'm
dead.
not dead. I'm unconscious. So I guess it just drops to the floor, but it's still like my packed weapon.
Yes.
Cool.
I think.
Don't worry, Zhao's got you.
Zhao can't see me. He didn't see it happen.
Doesn't need to be able to see you.
Um.
Zhao, Amalia's down. There. Now he knows.
Used hiding, so she couldn't really shout that out. He couldn't.
He doesn't need to be able to see you to heal you.
Doesn't she?
Channel Divinity's really cool.
Wait, does it not require sight?
It does not.
It's not
Hold on.
state.
Hold on.
Reserve
hold on,
life. There you go.
Hold on. That's a 1. That's a DM failing the wisdom saving throw. I have to go die.
Choose any
I know,
creatures
only
within 30
if it's
feet of
my-
you.
Oh, I think I overdid yours. Sorry.
What the fuck? Wow. Wow.
I love cleric.
Wow. Here, I'm gonna put a GIF. There you go. All right, so that is the end of Shusuva's turn. It is now the spectator's turn. Spectator cannot see you, but it does know your locations. So it is going to go ahead and make eye attacks against you, throwing them out into the void. I will say, one of you roll me a d4. I'm sorry, one of you roll me a d6.
Actually, he's behind here with me.
I fully understand where he is. Roll me a d6, please.
I'll do it.
All right, do it.
Right. 1d6.
Rel, that's you. All right, Rel, go ahead, and you gonna roll me. I need another d6 after this from someone else. You're gonna roll me a Constitution saving throw, please. 2 of them technically. The first one is to resist against its ray. The second one is for concentration.
Okay.
That's a failure. 17 points of necrotic damage to you as the irate.
Oh, nice. I
strikes
take
you.
half of that.
Are you resistant to necrotic?
Yep, because of my clothes.
Nice. Nice. You're going to take 8 points of necrotic damage. And then roll me a you got it, and you succeed on the concentration check. And then somebody else roll me a d6 now for the second eye to see who it hits.
4.
That is Yin. The 4 is a confusion ray. So wisdom saving throw from Yin, please. Oh, this could get bad depending on how Yin rolls.
What was it?
Wisdom.
Wisdom? Oh, this is not bad. This is bad. 19! Oh, shoot.
19
Nice.
easily succeeds the wisdom saving throw from the confusion ray as it strikes her. She is totally fine. It is now Mr. Way's turn.
All right. Yeah, he's going to use Channel Divinity to preserve life. He's going to give Amalia back half of her health.
Okay. Amalia, you are conscious at 41 health.
Um,
So at least you could do the math. I was like, what's math?
how injured is you?
I'm
You
good.
seems uninjured.
All right, what about it, Yin?
Yin is
Yin
slightly injured.
seems very slightly injured.
Oh, okay, so not enough to
Yeah.
make use of anything. All right.
Yeah.
And
I don't think there's anything else he can pour into
no, I don't think there is.
because it's a
All right,
maximum of 1/2, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's out of options at this point. He just kind of releases this big AoE healing energy, and Amalia receives some of it, all the way up to half her HP, and the rest of it just kind of dissipates into the air. Unless he wants to heal the spectator, he can't see. But I don't suggest that.
Oh,
all right, that's a start.
Gotcha.
A big nope dog.
Another
Oh,
spectator.
that would have fell.
That's true. Yeah, you would have lost concentration on the hex, so it's no longer hexed.
For now.
I'm gonna roll this d6. Okay, that would be Zhao at this point. And And then another d6. Oh. That'd be Zhao and Yin. And then I'm going to roll a d4 twice just to decide what to use. That's a 1, and then that's a 2. Okay, so Zhao needs to roll me a wisdom save, and Yin needs to roll me a constitution save, please.
Oh, fun. 6.
Yin fails, Zhao fails. Zhao just gets rationally angry for a moment, just very mad. And he just stops. I'm so tired of all of this shit. And he just raises his mace and he looks around for a second, and the closest thing to him happens to be the little pseudo-dragon that's been helping him out. Yin, meanwhile, gets struck by something out of the darkness. And she is paralyzed for the next minute. At the end of each of her turns, she can repeat the saving throw.
Oh no.
So, Zhao, on his next turn, must make take his action to make a full round of attacks against Yin, and that is the only thing that he can do that turn. All right, Rel, it's now your turn.
Question.
Ooh, and Zhao has advantage on all his attacks because Yin's paralyzed. Anyway, yes.
Yep.
Ooh, that's also an auto crit.
It's alright.
So-
I think Yin goes before Zhao, doesn't she?
Yes,
Where's Yin in the turn order?
I think so.
Oh, where did Yin go in her turn order?
Did you roll her initiative?
She rolled. Where'd she go?
Can you go find her thing for me? Rel, it's your turn.
Okay. Is that
Oh. Maybe
a
she did.
poison disease or?
It is none of the above.
Actually, she may not have.
It's
Okay.
a spell-like effect.
Spell-like effect.
Let me.
Uh-huh.
So it would have to be dispel magic. All right. I don't
Potentially.
know that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on right now.
I am going to.
Duel.
She is 15. So she
Gotcha.
didn't
Okay,
get
so
her
she's
turn.
just below you.
Yeah. I'm gonna move right here.
Okay.
I think this makes me the closest target to Zhao.
It does.
Cool. Let me see if I can do this.
Okay.
I don't think I can do this without hitting Amalia too.
Really depends on how skilled you are.
Yeah, I take this very seriously.
Mhm.
I'm gonna cast Lightning Bolt at 5th level.
Okay, without hitting Amalia?
So
All
straight
right.
this way. It's gonna hit this guy and the guy behind him.
Gotcha. So let's see here. That is dex saves for everyone except for the really hurt spectator here. Spectator number 2 rolls a dex save. He rolls a 4. That is a hard failure. And the Shisuva rolls a dex save. Decent at dex saves. Rolls a 6. Not that decent.
Oh, that didn't roll. All right, so that's 10d6.
8d6. Oh yeah, 10d6 because you upcast it.
42 points of damage.
The spectator is annihilated.
Bye.
The spectator is just like growling and he barks this order and you see him just like wag his long angry tongue out and, and then just evaporates as the lightning bolt strikes him. He's dead as fuck. And then the Shisuva, you ignore resistances, so the Shisuva takes 42 points of damage. Successfully struck him very large portion of his health. He ain't dead. He ain't bloodied, but he
How
hurt.
weak is this thing in the back?
Looks like he's barely holding on to life.
Cool. I'm going to quicken spell and cast bolt.
All right, roll me one of them there spell ability attack.
I have
checks.
advantage. So
That is definitely gonna hit.
all right, cool. For 19 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, no, he's dead. As you bolt, just following up, like as you like arc this lightning bolt through the darkness, this lightning just literally like Zeus hands shoot out. And just evaporate one of the spectators. However, this arc of lightning just arcs off of it in this big curving arc and just strikes the other spectator, and he too is just turned into a fucking silhouette on the wall.
You read my fucking mind. Yes.
That's so good.
Oh, all right. That's my turn.
All right, perfect. Yeah, if there's ever a way that you want to kill, I describe them to make it easy on y'all. If you ever have a specific way, just let me know.
I was opening my mouth to do it, and then you just like literally took it straight from my mind. I was like, oh yes.
That's because I too am a spec. Please don't kill me. All right, Shisuva, 42 points of damage.
Question: does the paralyzation or the confusion go away?
It is not.
Okay, just make
It is
sure.
not a concentration effect. It remains until she succeeds or until 1 minute passes. Amalia.
I'm gonna put Hex on the Shisuva.
Yeah, Shisuva is what they're called. As you kind of stand up, you're just like, whoa, you're kind of woozy. You do spend half your movement standing up.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. And Hex on the Shisuva?
Yeah.
Okay. He is hexed as the little phoenix feathers dance around him.
And because I always forget, dexterity for disadvantage on ability checks. Because why not?
Okay, gotcha. He has disadvantage on all dexterity checks.
This is where I say fuck it and grapple him. Oh no,
Probably.
it's hard to do strength. Anyways, I'm just gonna
Either way. All right.
You have advantage.
Oh no, I
you
have
have advantage because you're an unseen attacker. Both of those hit.
Oh, that's the Hex. Never mind, we're good.
All right, nice. There's a lot of damage coming on here. That is not my calculator. Hold up. 1 plus 13 plus 5 plus 8. That is 27 points of damage. As you just lay into this guy, he's definitely bloodied. He's pretty hurt at this point. And Kanzadash, you just hook him and like make him fall to the ground and just start beating him in the face with like the blunt end of it. He's confused because he can't see shit. He can smell you, but he can't see you. All right, Amalia, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
The kid on your back, you kind of just goes, "Come on, I want to see."
I'm about to have to pick up my my little pseudo dragon here in a second.
I mean, yeah.
Besides, you're not going to be able to see in darkness, are you?
Let's go save the dragon.
Okay. I pick up Ian immediately because I realize she's paralyzed, and Jal's got that look.
Yeah, you've seen this before.
Yu's like, nope, and she literally takes her bonus action, her dodge, her action to get away.
Okay, you're gonna have to say that again, but this time, like
she picks up Yin, and she's going to dash as much as she can to get away.
Okay. So I will say that picking up Yin, since she's a creature, will take your action, so you can dash as a bonus action to get away. So it's going to take you...
And I've got 30 feet, so that's 60 feet I've ran.
Really? You just, like, reach around the corner. You're like, nope, come here.
Nope, not gonna happen.
Now, you do move half speed. Well,
That's
she's
fine.
tiny. I guess you don't move half speed, because she's tiny.
Yeah.
She doesn't really slow you down at all.
No.
And she's not fighting you.
She's paralyzed. She can't.
Yeah.
You have advantage on grabbing her.
So, moving her and moving yourself, I mean, yeah, you get, like, all the way, like, over here, or whatever you want, really.
Yeah.
And then
As far as
just
away as
run
I
away with her.
possibly can.
As you possibly can, you can move 60 feet.
Yeah, it's possibly as
So,
far back as I can. So that way Zhao doesn't have a chance
move yourself
to...
right there.
Okay.
All right, there you go. Yeah, and that is the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Yin ends her turn, makes a Constitution save, DC 13.
Fuck this shit.
Failure.
I'm
She's
out.
still paralyzed.
Fuck this shit, I'm out!
It is now Big Dog Boy's turn, and he is confused because it is dark, and he smells people, and they are hitting him, and he's like, why?
Why? Because he hit somebody.
Why?
You hit me first.
Big Dog Boy, he's in darkness. He can't see shit. Big Dog Boy gonna leave. He is dashing. These guys have a lot of movement. Hold on.
You know what stops movement?
Sentinel. He's gonna dash all the way over here. However, you can see him, so you get an attack of opportunity.
With advantage.
Ooh, with advantage.
Aww.
16 is his AC, I believe.
Yes, I think it is. He
He
did.
is stuck. He is stuck in place. Roll damage. That is. He even dashed to. Oh, it's the end of his turn. Zhao.
Zhao has to hit me.
I think I still get it even if he disengages.
Yes, you do. It's with Sentinel.
Yeah.
So Zhao has to hit me, right?
Or is he chasing Yin?
Yeah, Zhao would hit Rel. He hits the closest target to him.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna shield that.
Okay. As
Wait.
he swings his hold on. As he swings his mace downwards towards you, you're such a bitch. And he are you gonna shield it?
I think that hits me anyway. Right? Shields +5, right?
Yes. No, okay. Good, because he has an out of sight mace and it would have ignored your extra AC from shield.
Oh, all right. Well,
Yep, roll damage.
all right.
Yeah, because out of sight.
Out of
Goes
sight
through
punctures
bursts.
magical barriers such as mage armor and shield. It ignores the bonuses from them completely.
All right.
Mhm.
So out of sight mace. Oh wait, I
Damage.
already rolled the attack. Derp. 5.
And then
So I'm sorry.
You have disadvantage on your concentration check. Fairly certain.
does out of sight provide disadvantage? I think that's just new medium.
I think
I'm
it does. I
mistaken.
think it has the same properties as Numinium, but breaks through barriers.
It was the same properties as adamantine, but
Oh,
breaks through magical barriers.
Adamantine.
So I don't think it provides disadvantage. It's
Okay.
not numinium.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you just have a normal concentration check, and you take 6 points of damage.
All right. Rel is laser focused.
Nice. 23. You maintain that, no problem whatsoever. And Zhao shakes his head. Holy shit! I am so. Oh my god. Oh my! It is Zhao's turn.
It's fine.
Wait, I thought that was
Yeah.
his turn.
Oh,
yeah,
that was his turn. Sorry. Yeah. Rel.
I'm gonna bolt.
Okay. I'm assuming you're hitting Zhao. Haha.
No.
Oh no, don't worry, Zhao. It's fine.
I mean, Zhao's not a threat to the kids.
I might be.
Would have been if the kids were the first target near him.
Okay, bolt. Who are you bolting? The Shizuka? Go ahead and roll damage or roll attack.
That's a 27.
Roll
Actually.
damage.
Yeah, 20. That's a max roll 20.
Shit.
Is dead.
1 second. Uh, 20. It is not dead. It is still alive. However, it is very hurt.
Quicken spell. Bolt.
Okay, go ahead. Roll another one.
Yeah. Whew. That is 17.
17 hits. Just barely.
7.
7 points of damage. Nope, it's still alive. It's still standing. Only just as it kind of wobbles back and forth as the lightning strikes it twice. It's not used to being damaged by lightning. These guys have resistance to it, but Rel, you know, just the right way to bypass that dumbass shit. And slamming the 2 lightning bolts into it. That ends your turn.
Yep.
And Amalia. And the girl on your back is, whoa!
Wow, can she even see in there?
No, but she sees the lightning come out of your hand.
That's fair. Like the lightning would, like when she casted lightning bolt too, like the lightning would have like come up from her feet and like around the girl
Yeah,
when
exactly.
she fired the beam. Or
All right, Amalia, it's not your turn.
Does a 14 hit?
14, yes, 14 hits.
Oh wait, really?
Yep.
Sweet.
does that kill it?
1 second.
28 points of damage. I hope so. Otherwise, I'm starting to get scared.
Sorry, I have my boss is messaging me. So I have 5 and 10 and 3 and 10. That is 28 points of damage. Yeah. So Amalia, how do you want to do this?
I dropped darkness, right, by the way, as I see Amalia, like, going to kill it.
Just carve this thing in half.
You're just lunging at it, beating the shit out of it with Cons and Ash.
Yep, gotcha. You just like slant, like uppercut it with the back of Konjadash, which is like this kind of flat hammer axe thing, and then swing the actual axe down on top of it, and it just crumples to the ground, completely dead. Its body crumbles to ash. And the girl on Rel's back is just like, oh man.
Are we
And
are
that
we
ends
clear?
content.
Yeah, we're clear. For now.
You kind of just peeks.
The boy's like, oh, I missed it.
Well, he gets to see the aftermath at least. Maybe someday you'll be able to see through that spell. Maybe.
I mean, it was pretty dark. I don't know if I can see through that.
Malia just kind of looks back with worry in her eyes. I kind of hope not.
It all depends on who or what you deal with.
You have defeated the patrol. You have rescued many civilians. Zhao is like looking over at you, Raleigh. Says, "Oh shit! I fucking whapped the fuck out of you. Are you okay? Are you good?"
I'm fine.
Okay. No, I didn't mean to say you bitch. I meant to say like, something else.
You were
Just got
given
really,
that look to you. Don't worry about it. I mean, Yin.
I got a real bad taste in my mouth, like blood and piss, and just felt like maybe I should hit something.
Rel places a hand on his shoulder. It's fine. I forgive you.
It's the same thing that happened to her earlier. By the
At least
looks
I
of
didn't
it.
behead a villager. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Behead. There's kids here.
Kids, please no. Get them
All
to
right.
before
So
we get
as-
ambushed again.
As you continue back towards the portal, you find the portal and get the kids safe and situated. Kind of checking in on the people there. You do see that they are all doing okay. While it is cold, they have blankets and a tent, and things are difficult, but they are alive, and they have their own free will back. And making sure everything is okay there, you turn back and go through the portal. And that is where we will end tonight's session. Because that was a very long one.
Yes, it was.
It was a 4.5 hour session. Almost.
Almost, yeah. Minus the breaks on recording.
Yeah, that's true.